the only word I want in your fucking head. Kill.
Hello. Rumors of my demise. Oh, fuck, I can't talk. Oh, shit. Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Yeah, apparently a lot of people thought I was in Japan. That doesn't happen till November. No, I got nuked. I got I got my first real strike. The first community guidelines video takedown, you get a warning. And the second one, you get a strike, which means you are locked out for a week. And a few hours ago, my little week-long timeout ended. That's why I wasn't streaming. I didn't disappear. Apparently, a couple people were worried there was something medical. No, there's nothing medical. I am going to the hospital tomorrow, but that's not anything urgent. That is just for ASMR. Sucks to my ASMR. Cobra did die. Cobra did die. His channel exploded. He apparently has an alternative one, though. Yeah. Lucky Bee reckons I should do a Cobra recipe, but not do it like the other people who do Cobra recipes. I should take the ingredients he uses and make something nice. So like take one of his fucked sandwiches, use the same ingredients, but make something nice. No bugs, no bug-rito. I'm back, EMKP. Creeper face avatar. Look, not all white people are Eminem. Is there any... Yo, Barrowman, thank you. Thank you.
Barrowman has become a member.
Baritone Man. Yeah, Maya was absolutely wild in yesterday.
Congrats on your freedom.
Hello,
Did you
I hate
get any
Twitch.
cool Indian ink tattoos while incarcerated?
Indian entities? I have a sack of Indian beans. Does that count? Does that count? I mean, they're not beans. I mean, coffee beans aren't beans, are they? They're cherry pits. That's the music you were listening to, by the way. I like Killed a lot. Very nice music. Very pleasant man. Cook with a literal cobra. You can get bottles of liquor with cobras in them. Would that count if I used that? Maybe I could pull the cobra out and use that. I guess it's safe. I mean, apparently the alcohol destroys the venom in the glands, but what if it doesn't penetrate that deep? What if I cook with a cobra and it gets in like a cut in my mouth? I just fucking die. Are cobras... Is cobra venom hemo or neurotoxic? Or is it both? I don't know. Normally you're dealing with hemo or neurotoxin. You know that trick, right? You know that? Chud showed my Maya clip. I'm not surprised. I learned about Maya via people seeing him talking to her. Maya was absolutely fucking wilding. Maya was absolutely wilding yesterday. To the point where I could see my Twitch account flashing before my eyes. So I ripped the VOD away. She said the N-word many times. And she went on a full-on hateful tirade about the destruction of the chosen people. Also hateful tirades against white people, America, China, black people, so on and so forth. Very easy to get her to do it, actually. She's trained on some interesting things, apparently. Probably just like the entirety of social media. I would bet. She would apparently say horrible things about any group. What happens is, and what could make you think there's like a bias towards certain groups, is if you ask her a bunch of times in a row and don't tell her to reset, it doesn't want to keep doing that a lot. But if you tell it to reset and then you start with the next group, it will do it for any group. Just doesn't do it a lot of times in a row. It doesn't seem to be a biased thing.
$5 Canadian Superberry. They were merely observations.
Yeah,
One
dude.
might say.
Unbelievable. Very authentic. Very authentic. She does like to bicker. She's sassy. Which, I mean, makes me wonder the implication for people to get absolutely sucked in and feel like it's a relationship and flirting and get drawn into that. We cannot, under any circumstances, allow WPC to discover Sesame. If WPC finds Maya, it's over. That's all he's going to do. I don't mean that's all he's going to do on YouTube. That is the end of his life. He will starve to death. He will starve to death talking to Maya. She wouldn't understand him. He's got to ask her about DJ Cheese. If the super chat's quiet, I can tweak it a bit. God, my voice just cracked. It's down to 93%. It might be way too loud now. Who knows? Who knows? I nuked my last stream because I was talking to a lovely AI that kept saying conspiracy theories about a bunch of groups. That I feel, even though it's not my fault, exactly what she said isn't my fault. It's still... Yeah, YouTube people. I haven't not been streaming. I've just been locked out of YouTube for a week, so all the streams in the past week have been on Twitch. You missed the Robocost. You missed an AI that is very, very, very careful. If you don't fuck with it, it's very clear there are guide rails. If you fuck with it, you can get it to go off beyond what you'd ever expect. Pretty amazing. Anyway. I was sent something that looks like it's going to be gold. And by gold, I mean it looks like it's going to be genuine, mind-shattering torture. So I saved it for my return to YouTube, having been put in YouTube jail. I thought we could enjoy it together. Gaming? No gaming this week. Gaming happens on Sundays if I'm going to do it. And guess what? I'm probably not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be in the hospital. Nothing major, just asthma appointment at the respiratory department. Then stick all sorts of tubes down my throat, I imagine. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, COVID gave me asthma. No memes. I got asthma from the coof. The coof. You're feeling very masochistic today. Well, that's good, because a furry has been accused of multiple things. I haven't spoiled too much for me. Or for myself, I should say. But the accused furry has responded to everything in an 1 and 20-minute long defense video called Addressing My Allegations by Pink Gemini Husky 2. And apparently she will be admitting to certain things and denying certain other things. I don't know the full extent, however. I don't know if I can show the doc. And I don't feel like I want to go through this myself. If you don't want a spoiler, look away now. She has a Google Doc covering doxing her home address, harassment and bullying, suicide jokes and hanging photos, cosplaying murderers like Jeff Dahmer. Jeff? That's a bit fucking familiar. Jeff? Old Jeff Dahmer. And Columbine shooters. Guilt-tripping and lying about age. Fake Columbine shooter fan account, murder drawings drawing me graphically, making a fake porn account of me, cosplaying her own murder characters, condoning harassment, unnecessarily calling the police on me / impersonating a police officer, turning my friends against me, befriending my high school bully, getting job opportunities taken from me, getting me banned from Denver. Is that German, or is that about like a coyote den? Local meets, Chelsea/Roadkill admitting to stalking me on multiple occasions, obsessive/copying clothing and hair, body shaming me, making fun of me being assaulted/making accounts saying I date rapists, Roadkill fake accounts, contacting people and ruining opportunities for me, making insulting edits of me/insulting my appearance and intelligence, and apparently making some sort of warning group against this Pink Gemini individual. And anyone care to guess how many pages there are in this document that we will absolutely not be reading the entirety of? It's the furry pronunciation of Denver. Syphilis comes in with 78, Plutonia 94. It's 195 pages. It is a 195-page Google document, which I believe is unnecessary to look through all of, because she will also be covering this in her video addressing the allegations. Ooh, darkness. Is it meant to be dark? Is this broken? Oh, it's for dramatic effect.
If you follow
Oh,
my
fuck!
Instagram, you probably know who this is. Her name is Pink Gemini Husky.
That's fucking Siffy's voice! What's happening? If you probably know Siffy from chat. You probably, if you're a YouTube person, haven't heard his voice when he hangs out with us in Tower Unite and other online games with voice chat. That sounds like a voice Siffy does.
I'm gonna ask you to go to Instagram and go to Pink Gemini Husky Beware. You'll be able to find videos and screenshots. Go to my Instagram and go to my highlight labeled
The evil genius.
Beware. You'll also be able to find screenshots and videos with proof. I just wanted to come in and take a second to address this comment that I got comparing me to this particular person.
Oh.
And I wanted to come in here and say, I don't want to be affiliated with this person in the slightest.
What is going on? I love it's funny when lolicons do it, the ones that roleplay as kids, where they'll be dealing with serious shit and like doing like baby voice typing and stuff, or baby voice on a stream. The furries doing like goofy cartoon animal voices while they're talking about stalking and stuff is incredible. This is amazing. The world is fucked.
They are just an overall very toxic person.
Hello, I'm Pink Gemini, and my name is Talon. I'm here to tell the full
My name is Talon. Talon what? Is that your real name, or is that a furry-themed nickname? Talon?
truth about me and all of the allegations against me. My goal with my YouTube is to continue to grow as a content creator, and I truly believe
the angles are amazing, dude! Just the angle changes alone. She made like a true crime documentary about herself. An exoneration true crime documentary. Fursuiting at a trampoline park. Speaking of trampolines, I saw a video on Twitter today of a dad who put netting above a really tall ceilinged staircase. Put 2 layers of netting and ladders so he and his kids could climb up and jump on the ropes. If I had that as a kid, I would 100% fall down the hole and die. If my family had constructed such a thing for me to play on as a child, I would not be here today.
I believe I will struggle to grow with all of these rumors being spread about me. This is the full truth and my side of the story.
The full truth and her side, both. It's just one facet and it's the full truth. This is a motherfucker who just says stuff. You know it's gonna be good. It's a word sayer. Oh! I'm being furry hypnoed. She's homophobic and racist. A raccoon cartoon said I was racist. How will I get views on YouTube?
Pig bitch. This is
Oh no, the guitarist from Polyphia is crashing out.
You stupid hoe. Suck my big fat clown cock. Your opinion.
I have some things I need to apologize for.
Oh, let's go. But first, let's focus on the things I don't.
But instead of looking the camera dead in the eyes and apologizing immediately, I'm going to actually explain everything while apologizing. I'm going to
and playing the ukulele at the same time, perhaps?
Explain why some of the things happened, how, when, and just truly explain myself. First, I want you to get to know me, and I want to tell you about myself.
Hey, I'm gonna address a bunch of accusations, but first, I want you to be emotionally invested in my well-being. I need to make sure you like me first. Check these camera angles. Hacha, hacha. Holy.
I started my first YouTube channel in 2010. I volunteered at...
I want you to get to know me. First key bit of information that when I made my first YouTube account, ghetto Hollywood shit.
Humane Society, and I filmed videos of the dogs and tried really hard to get them adopted. Back then, I never had the intentions of...
Not what you want to hear from a furry, in my opinion.
Being a known YouTuber. I more just did videos for fun. I made my second YouTube channel in 2012. I was 11 here. I posted silly things like short films and music videos.
I want to.
Then I made my current channel.
I don't care what you did at 11, unless it's gonna be like she tortured animals at 11. Is it relevant?
Shortly after, in 2013, my channel
You're not
was
11
known
now.
as Dakota the White Wolf AJ. I mainly posted animashing videos. I still didn't have intentions on making YouTube into a career. It was always just for fun. Then
one would hope so at 11 years old.
Then in 2016, I joined into a video production class in my high school. I started winning awards.
What is this music as well? You didn't learn shit. You shouldn't have joined. You didn't learn anything. You can just make ham-fisted propaganda that would make one of those Chinese accounts that posts AI slop, like, cringe.
For my films that were put into film festivals. That's when I knew I had a talent in...
This is worse empathy and sympathy bait than the old man discovers cat with strawberry cancer, but still loves it and looks after it. Oh no, the water is washing the cat away, but he found it again, yay! This is like that, but it's a video she made about herself and allegations.
Filming, editing, and acting, and I wanted to pursue a career in it. I took down all of my Animash videos and I started making series on my channel. This consisted of videos like meeting my online ex-boyfriend. I made documentaries. My most successful documentary was the documentary on the Stanley Hotel. And I made suicide prevention speeches and short films.
There's no way those worked.
There's so many terrible jokes going around about cancer, racism. There's so many terrible jokes going around about cancer, racism, feminism, body shaming.
Thank you for your heartfelt speech, Drusilla the Abomination. I will no longer kill myself.
Transgenders, suicide.
Transgenders! I'm not sure that's the PC term.
Unfortunately, the list continues. So many people joke to their friend to go kill themselves. I don't think people realize how many of their friends...
So many people joke to their friends. Don't be a bitch. Do it.
...go home with those words repeating in their heads. I don't think many people realize when they jokingly tell their friend to go kill themselves that is something they debate daily.
Oh. Is that a sound effect from a video game? Specifically, it sounds vaguely familiar. Needed a villager damage sound. And in the mirror, trust nobody, not even yourself.
In 2016, I started making the suicide speech videos and prevention videos due to...
I'm a hero. So basically, before I tell you what I've been accused of, let me tell you about how much of a hero I am. Does this work? Does this work on people?
I lost a friend in high school.
To me, this does the opposite. If you approach addressing claims made against you like this, I start to think you've done something really bad. Why do you need to open with how much of an angel and saint you are? What is this?
To suicide. I actually lost many friends. I lost 4.
Can't be too fucking good at the speeches then, can you?
Due to losing one of my friends, I started a program with a few other people called Journey of Strength and Hope, an acronym for Josh.
What is the
Did you know that's where Null's real life name came from?
Journey of Strength and Hope? Josh kids can develop into warriors in many ways.
Josh kids!
Athletically, writing, arts, music, crafts, and scholastically. Josh is a non-profit organization that provides an environment where kids can develop confidence, self-esteem, and
The
optimism.
fucking I have worms. The worms butt scoot
A
race.
non-profit
What is
organization
this?
that provides an environment where kids can develop confidence, self-esteem, and optimism for a bright future. The Josh program imparts strength and purpose to kids of all ages, regardless of background. Members know that they belong and feel valued
kids.
by one another, and that their lives truly matter.
This is the Jeb program for kids. It's really it's a lifestyle, but at the core is just eating beans. Jeb kids, just eat beans.
Warriors are invincible, unbeaten, conquerors, and defenders.
I see the Josh program as a powerful mechanism through which kids' lives can be positively influenced. Each kid has unique experiences that
What a pile of wank.
no one
How
else
do they fund
has,
this?
and that uniqueness makes their lives worth appreciating and fully living.
We started Josh out of a need. My son took his life on November 3rd, 2016. So his name was Joshua Francis. All the kids at school called him Josh. He's Joshua to me. And Joshua didn't always feel like he belonged.
Okay, you add U and A.
Felt awkward. especially in
Ultimate attackers
social
at the end.
situations. So a lot of times he didn't have the words. I didn't expect him to take his life.
Seeing one of my friends willingly hurt themselves, and I want them to know that we are there for them and that we care.
This program is about helping anyone that is in middle school or high school to give them a place to feel comfortable.
Kids feeling comfortable to be in their own skin and that it's okay to be different, weird, smart, challenged. It's just okay to be yourself.
Weird, smart, or challenged?
After the Josh program,
You're sad now? People are killing themselves all the time. You just don't hear about it. It's not mentioned. There are people freezing to death outside in your city. Thank you for the Kronos.
We're so back.
I started going to schools and colleges and speaking about suicide awareness.
Today I'm going to be talking about a kind of hard
Suicides are just as real and happen all the time when she's doing some lame-ass speech as when it's a guy telling you about his son. Right?
and touchy subject. In 2017, there were 50...
Like, it's a sad thing, but I don't know if you should necessarily feel so ping-ponged by, like, hearing it from the person versus it being some cringe lady talking about it. You can hold and understand all these feelings at the same time rather than being dragged more intensely into them when you're exposed to, say, someone who's very sadly lost his son.
recorded suicides, according to the National Center of Health. The annual U.S. suicide rate has increased 24% between...
My mind is so broken by the knowledge that this is a furry video that I was confused. I was confused by what was on the screen, what was projected. I read it as suicide prevention, Lee feline. I thought, what the hell is a Lee feline? Do I want to know? No, lifeline. Fuck.
1991 and 2014.
In 2020, I started making videos at a haunted house in my skull dog mask trick. Some of the OGs might remember me as Spiral Trick, and this is where I start going into detail about my side of the story. In 2021, I met a Colorado furry. This person goes by multiple names.
There is a very, very famous fursuit that I presume she is. She's gonna I believe, accuse someone of copying her style, but that is a very, very derivative mask of a famous fursuit that broke furry containment. I think was even used as the basis for an SCP article. I don't remember what it's called, though.
Blaze the Corgi, Jigo the Clown, and Raccoon Roadkill. This video isn't to slander them, but to explain what happened and why there's allegations against me now. I'll keep it short and simple. We were friends, and then we weren't. Once this person and I stopped being friends...
I'll keep it blunt, brief, and meaningless. Thank you.
This person started to harass...
Yes! I think so, Plutonia. Where it appears behind you, and that was used as the picture of the thing that appears behind you.
Me. Now, at the time...
That's just someone's fursuit.
I didn't have as big as a following as I do now. It was pretty obvious who the person was that was harassing me. It got to the point where I could no longer freely post. This person was calling my work.
It got so bad I could no longer freely drop a zeet. I could no longer tweet.
I was going to modeling auditions. This person was getting a hold of the directors of those places because I posted I was there. Anonymously sending them messages saying I'm racist and homophobic.
That sucks. That sucks if true.
Cost me multiple opportunities. Roadkill.
Let me see what this says. Because, is this a fucking picture of a page of the Google document? Because of Roadkill warning them, they took my audition offline, which I was upset about. The team has collectively seen some profiles, comments, and messages that do not... Okay, but... Right. I don't like going to snitch to a judge on some modeling thing or whatever you're doing. But it'll be interesting if she addresses whether or not what they were shown was fabricated. There should be on-stream chat. It's just dead. It just broke. Oh well.
This cost me multiple opportunities. Roadkill and his friend Victor, also known as Vilfile / Grolix,
I don't like the file suffix showing up.
started a hate page against me known as the Pink Gemini Husky Beware page. This page
843 followers on a hate page? Damn. Hang on, just give me a second. No, hang on. I'll try and do like a refresh. Let's go to the break page. Let's go back. Say something on Twitch right now. Say something on Twitch right now. Pressing F5 on the thing. I'll do some like resets of it if it doesn't work. Refresh cache. Broken. Oh! I fixed it! I'm the greatest genius of all time.
Has spread photos and videos of things that were very taken out of context.
Very taken out of context. Extremely taken out of context.
This page actually
taken very far out of context, lady.
Caused a hate group to form where
a hate group. This is the true origin of the Boogaloo Boys.
Roadkill and Victor both spread my address.
I would recommend just blacking out the entirety of the address picture. This will get her. They were like, we need an address. We can't find any Taylin Rose in the state of Colorado. Did you get her address from Jico Clan too? I got it from Vic. Is that Viliphile? Yeah, that's funny. I love them for that. I don't know why she thought it was a good idea to try and get me kicked from a con when I have her address and she knows I have her address. Alright, so we have, it's furry wars. It's wars.
To every member.
Supposedly she's doing similar things back to them. We'll see if she addresses this.
In the group. I had a friend that reached out.
It's just a picture of SeaWorld. Ace Seeker. Damn, bro. That's mean.
On
That's mean.
her own behalf to
It's just a narrow angle lens.
roadkill and ended up getting into the group. We found people doxing my address with photos.
Stop. The way she speaks is aggravating. They spread your address. Privately, it seems. The person is doxed, and that dox will contain various bits of personally identifiable information about them. The docs are the documents. That's where it comes from. You don't dox an address, you dox.
The group was planning to send sexual items and cheater magazines to my address to try to break my relationship up. They made
Wait. Cheater magazines?
items and cheater magazines to
Cheaters magazine. Make her look like a cheater. Maybe her frickin' BF, whoever will leave. How old are these people? I hope so, that would be hilarious. What the fuck is this? Then bro realizes her shit and leaves. Poofed. Bro, he can tell us anything about her. We don't know about if so, bro can rat her out.
my address to try to break my relationship up. They made plans to come and hurt me by bringing pitchforks and body bags.
They were gonna bring pitchforks and torches to my swamp! There's only one solution. We gotta kill her. /J. I don't think /J works as a defense. That's even worse than in Minecraft.
They talked about wearing rubber gloves.
I will say, this is very clearly not a credible threat, though. I'll scream witch and we burn her at stake. I'll get the body bags, guys. Don't worry.
To hide their DNA.
Wait.
Pitchforks and body bags. They talked about wearing rubber gloves to hide their DNA.
To hide their DNA. So the Ancestry.com will not let anyone know their true African ancestry.
Actually, reading from the group chat, people said things
I've never doxed anyone's address, appears on the screen.
like, hell, I'll give anyone who wants her address. Go ahead and cancel me, I don't give a fuck. Can't cancel me for leaking if nobody tells.
True, they did say body bags, plural. We don't know yet, no. We're gonna see.
There were other
there are some accusations here that she's done similar to them that they've supposedly done to her.
disturbing things in the hate group chat. Someone said, raise your hand if you want to kill Pink Gemini Husky. All of the members in the group chat.
Drop a heart emoji if you want to kill harmful opinions.
Raise their hand through emojis.
You should bring
Very threatening emojis.
up the definition of slander, which is the action or crime of making false spoken statements. And that's just the noun, the law.
Look how wholesome my chat is. Look how wholesome my chat is. Look at all these hearts. It's good vibes only here on the Harmful Opinion stream. Look at all these love hearts.
Form. The verb is making false and damaging statements about someone.
The action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. To make false and damaging statements about someone. After everything was
Dark Seed to even these fat furry women will not date
Dark Seed, thank you for the sneeds.
leaked, because I posted some of these screenshots online, the hate group came out and claimed that this was all a joke.
Yeah, I think it is a joke. Might be something you can get them in trouble for, but I do not think that constitutes any sort of credible threat or indication that they truly intend to come after you violently.
Even if this was a joke, I think this was taken too far, with them having my actual address and having photos of my house.
That would probably get them in trouble. I don't believe any of that is credible, real. I don't think there's any true intent behind it. But this information, if you wanted to, I bet you could get them in a lot of trouble for their messing around.
Reading this made me very uncomfortable. Reading this.
Because again, it's one of those situations where it's worse People call any sort of sharing of personally identifiable information doxing. Doxing, my understanding of it, is when it's posted publicly. It's worse if it's shared to a limited audience whose specific character is known to the person sharing it. She has people in a limited context, in a small group, sharing personally identifiable information and expressing wish to harm her. That's way worse than, like, dropping a dox.
Scared the
Granted, I believe they are absolutely joking. I'm being hyperbolic, but still.
out of me. I had weird situations after my address was leaked. I had a drone flying over my house filming me while I was outside. I had people sitting.
I don't think for it to be doxed, it even has to be private. It just has to be PII.
Outside my house at 3 a.m. The hate group and bewares have spread so many rumors and take.
Because I mean, most of the time when you see a dox dropped, it's connecting a real identity to a pseudonym or someone's anonymous behavior. The name and stuff isn't your name and address and stuff. That's not private information. Technically, the private information is that's your pseudonym in a funny way.
In this way further than it should have ever gone. I'm banned from local fur meets. So let's read some of them and get into the allegations. The first allegation, and probably biggest allegation I've read online about me, is that I'm an animal.
And if you want to look at attempts to criminalize doxing, a lot of the time to try and make it work and stick, they combine it with it being personally identifiable information or personally identifying information published with malicious intent. So, for instance, someone could be open about where they live, and then what could be considered doxing would be someone saying, "This fucking guy's terrible, we should hurt him, he lives here, blah, 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 blah." But that's not really about common usage. That's about what you see.
Abuser.
People try to pass.
I have 4 dogs. I used to volunteer at animal shelters. And I've actually dumped one of my exes for being too aggressive with my dog. But there's a video out there that...
Too aggressive versus, like, acceptably aggressive, or...?
Exists. The video is from 2015 or 2014, which means I was about 13 or 14. For the record, right now I'm 23. I have a beagle, and if you are familiar with this breed, you know that they are very food-driven. Unfortunately, we got this beagle, his name's Dodger, when I was about 8 or 9. Where are we going? My parents didn't train him like I train my dogs now. Dodger had a little bit of free range in the house, but since I was so young, I didn't know how to train a dog, and it just was not my responsibility. In this video, I'm home alone with a friend. We went up to my room. There had been an apple in my trash can. My beagle, being a beagle, got into the trash. At first, I wasn't too worried. My friend then...
Where the hell are we going with this?
Freaked me out because they made me aware that apples and apple seeds are extremely poisonous to dogs. Dodger has always been the kind of dog that if you try to take food from him, he'll bite you.
And then she went to try and get the food, and the dog resisted. But then she wanted the food, so when the dog was trying to take it from her, she had to bite back to make sure she'd get enough calories.
This actually caused me to work with my other dogs. Since they were puppies, I take their food from them. I constantly
What is... This caused me to work with my other dogs. Since my dogs were puppies, I take their food from them. What does this mean?
Show me
you eat it?
their teeth. I'm constantly kind of having my hands around their mouth. All of my other dogs, I can take food from them, and I have 0 issues of them biting me. That's the kind of training I do with my dogs now. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that with Dodger when I was younger and he was younger. So we do have this issue where when Dodger has food, he's very protective, and it's just, you can't really take it from him. You have to distract him. Now, being 13 or 14, I didn't really know how to handle this. I just was scared that my dog was...
What is she going to tell us?
...going to die under my watch. So I had a drum set, and I...
I don't know.
...grabbed a drumming stick, and I figured maybe if I could scare him, he would, you know, stop eating it and walk away. So in the video, you see me hitting the ground. I'm trying to scare him.
Wingardium
You even see me
Leviosa.
poke him a little
And you filmed it?
bit. I never whacked him. I never hurt him. It was just to try to
I didn't whack my dog. I didn't play drums with my dog. I didn't come on my dog.
like distract him and get him to like maybe get annoyed and walk away from the situation. He then
Yeah, so context for that video, I was trying to annoy my dog with the drumstick.
lunges at me and tries to bite as he's being protective of this food he's found. In the video, I do cuss at him. I'm stressed that my dog's going to die.
And you got your phone out and started filming it.
He ended up being fine.
I can't imagine a scenario where, like, let's say Sorbet, like, gets something she shouldn't have. We keep stuff, you know, away from where she can get it, if it would be a problem for her. But let's say somehow she gets something and I can't get away from her because she scratches me. I'm not going to start filming. It would not come into my brain at any second to be like, yeah, I got to film this. Get the drumstick.
But that's
And it wouldn't have occurred to me at 13 or 14 either.
that's the video, and that's where I'm saying things are taken out of context. I don't consider myself an animal abuser for doing that. The other thing this account
It's still weird as hell.
does not explain is this was not recent. I'm 23, and this was when I was 13 or 14.
What was that last little... Hold up.
Explain is this was not recent.
Looks like that drumstick is hitting the dog, lady. Looks like you did at least touch him. I can't tell how much force.
The other thing this account does not explain is this was not recent. I'm 23, and this was when I was 13.
Hey! When you hit a dog with a stick, it might lunge at you.
13 or 14. So
you just showed us a video of you hitting your dog with a stick and then he lunges at you.
I do apologize. I don't know why that was online. It was not funny, if any.
I don't know why that was online. I suspect you started filming with the intent of posting it somewhere, because why would you film it? Why would you decide to film doing that?
Anything, I was stressed.
So scary. Give me the apple. Dear God. You're scary. Okay. Apple. Your apple. No. You. I will play the drum.
Aggressively poking at your dog's face with a stick, not making contact, but still.
I have the weapon here, you little.
Hitting floor, not the dog.
Oh my God, you ate the whole apple. You're That's why you're.
The next thing
Looks like it's just light touches. Looks like it's light touches seeing it like that. But
I'd like to address is the Denver ban. In 2022, I was banned from Denver. So this last year, in 2024, we actually went to Denver.
yeah, definitely aggravating an animal.
Yes, I'm aware I was banned.
The problem, the idea isn't she's done something horrible and beaten the dog. The problem is how she's characterizing it now and explaining it. The problem is how her explanation of it now reflects on her now. She's not being straight.
I was going there to talk to the owner face to face. We went in, we spoke, and we left. I was never escorted out except for through my own security we had hired.
Hey, I just brought mercenaries to Denver to confront the owner.
I have proof that Raccoon Roadkill was the one that got me banned from Denver.
What are you supposed to do if your dog eats something they're not supposed to, though? Probably not start filming them and then tapping around with a drumstick and saying silly things.
We spoke to the owner of Denver.
My move, if Sorbet ate something she wasn't meant to, if I was like 13, 14, would be to tell my parents and suggest that we need to call the vet. In fact, I've had dogs my whole life. This has occurred. You call the vet.
They basically said that Raccoon Roadkill reached out to Denver in 2022 and said I was threatening to unalive them. That never happened. Denver, wanting to have safety through their convention, banned.
So Denver banned me and said I was threatening them. That never happened. I simply brought my drumming stick to train them with.
Me without hearing my side. To honestly address the Denver situation, no, I'm not permanently banned from Denver. I do have a date that it's going to lift. I was banned from Denver 2022, and no, I was not kicked out of Denver this year, but Raccoon Roadkill was for fighting someone. So I hope that explains the confusion with why I was banned from Denver and how long
it's like this whole group of people who get banned from shit and threaten each other and dox each other. Well, not doxing because they did it privately, but you know.
Banned from Denver. It is not a permanent ban, and it was not because of something I did.
It's not permanent, and it's not because of something I did. Let's hear it.
Yes. Yes, it is operations. Okay, so these guys are sponsored, checking in. Taylor was locked out, and we had a feeling this may have happened. An individual. Taylor was locked out, and we had a feeling this may have happened. An individual, very disgruntled, restraining order. Probably police. Is that a So she did this last year and got her banned. She has court orders to stay away. And she's calling in, getting her banned.
Let me grab Pyros.
It's my number one Riz line. Let me grab. Something about just court order, yeah. Something about something being very discriminatory. Had to get rid of her because of court order.
Like, this is not mine.
They were getting checked in upstairs. What was the guy's name? Corn? Anyways, he told us to come down here because she was locked out. I had a feeling this could have happened due to a disgruntled individual who got her banned last year. Okay, and nobody was there.
It's a year ban, I understand. But the information that was online on TikTok at the time that we investigated, my lawyer investigated, and we contacted a person that said that they were law enforcement that was actually from their high school that was a relative.
So they talked to someone that said they were law enforcement. And there is mention in the document of someone impersonating law enforcement, so this could be interesting.
Investigation. The court cases that were closed, and there's a credible threat of incite to violence on behalf of Talon.
There's a credible threat of incite to violence.
We contacted.
Do they all talk like this? Do they just all talk like this?
The lawyer, we've already contacted the hotel. The ban is still in effect until 20. We are not changing our mind on it. An email and refund was sent over 3 weeks ago, and it was sent from compliance. And a ticket came in for an appeal, and it was automatically rejected. We don't take that at all lightly. We've actually.
It sounds like she's blocked from the event because the hotel doesn't want her there. Is that what I'm hearing? Something related to court case? Or hard to follow.
Just 6 months. I'm just security for them. So nonetheless, I understand. So they are ad hoc procedures, but just understand this is a legal restraining order.
Right. However.
There's something about a restraining order over and over again.
Right, at this point, because they were banned last year, they are on the hotel's persona non grata list.
So who do we talk to about getting that?
Because they were banned last year, they're on the hotel's persona non grata list.
That's me. I'm the operations board member. Okay. I oversee it.
So the DA will probably be in touch with you. Duration on it due to legal
hang out up in the lobby for about 20-30 minutes. He's in Texas. We're up here. Time difference. Hang out for 20-30 minutes. Let me call him.
Okay. Perfect. For us, it's not that we.
The first suit in the
We don't want to take sides, and it's at the point where it's like we can't have either one of you here.
Felt a little bit like that last year because I was banned and she wasn't, but
she actually did get escorted off property on Saturday.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was an issue between her and someone else. There was a fight. That's all I can really say. But she was escorted off property. She was allowed to come back to pick up her stuff. That was it.
All right.
But
Yeah.
good to know, I guess. Yeah.
Right now for you guys, Marriott International is kind of a neutral party in this. We don't have a ban that we're going to enforce on you from here on out, unfortunately, because they control the majority of the hotel space. We can't have you here because you would have to walk through their areas.
Yeah.
Spaces in the hotel.
But other hotels I'm fine.
So she's banned from the hotel it's held in, it sounds like.
So you're fine 100%. You're fine to come back here as soon as they're gone.
Okay.
Marriott has no...
Yeah, they don't ban
no position in
Yeah.
this because...
Oh, okay. It's not
out the space.
No, I understand. It's a private event.
You've been calm and collected. I can see...
No, Frag. The person who got a ban in the last one was the Raccoon Roadkill person, and there was a fight that occurred. That ban isn't to do with Pink Gemini Husky. However, Pink Gemini Husky's ban does appear to be related to Raccoon Roadkill.
I'm the security director. I get to make calls like this.
Okay.
I'm going to leave. She's going to get you taken care of, can print you whatever documentation you need.
Okay.
That you need to get gone.
Okay.
So
yeah,
if
sure,
we were
yeah.
to find you in an hour, 2 hours, 3
Nope,
hours
I'm
tomorrow,
leaving right after this.
That's when it's going to get more difficult to work with Marriott International in the
Okay.
future. But for now,
Like I said,
we're
the
good.
way I look at things, I've been doing
Where's
operations
return?
for 20 years.
Yeah.
I've worked for
I have to assume that this blur is a technical issue and she's not trying to protect identities. Because if she was, she has not succeeded.
anime, which is 100,000 attendees. I've seen the worst, and I've seen the best case. What I always tell everybody is I give people the benefit of the doubt, but our compliance team and our lawyer, when they start digging through stuff, they follow letter of the law to the most part. And it's like when things don't add up and it's, you know, he said, she said, and it's people fighting, it's just like, okay, this person's group of friends, yada yada, okay.
Just say it, bro. The organization's position is that you guys are just some kind of subhuman trash. We don't want you around.
Fuck it. This is how you proceed. Now that we've changed everything, you're good to go.
You said she was kicked out last year?
She was removed from property for basically for the rest of the weekend on Saturday night.
For fighting someone?
I don't know. I run around like crazy.
Okay.
So he doesn't know if it's for fighting someone. There was a fight.
All I know is my nighttime crew said, yeah, we had to escort her off the property for the night. I do have to take this. No,
okay,
that's fine.
yeah,
Get that. Yeah.
So I'm trying to
She's way more excited to get dirt than to have her ban understood.
Yeah, we got these elevators. Yeah, we go down here.
The next allegation I'd like to address is...
Excuse me? That didn't explain really anything. It explains the raccoon person's ban. There was stuff said about, like, a restraining order, the hotel having problems, there being a court case. What?
Is racism. I wouldn't describe...
What's the court case? What's the restraining order? How is it not your fault?
myself as someone that's...
Is she going because at the end he's like, oh, it just seems like the whole friend group or whatever. It's not my fault. It's because of her, but you were banned before that, is my understanding.
It's racist. That's just not how I was raised. I think I'm kind to everyone. We're all people. I feel like if I was truly racist, I...
just showing a bunch of black kids.
I would turn down anyone that's not white.
I do apologize for any racist messages that have come from my account. You have to understand I dated a really racist man and...
Hold up. Is this from her? Seriously, you're fucking stupid? At this point, Kyle had the gun for self-defense. He went out into the fucking Black Lives Splatter protest and was medically helping people until he was attacked. Did you know a dumbass N fucking killed 5 people and injured 40 driving through a Christmas parade? But oh no, not on the news because he's black. I don't know who the fuck... Is this you writing this?
that have come from my account. You have to understand I dated a really
Hang on. She's saying it's...
anyone that's not
she's saying
white.
It's the boyfriend. Hang on.
I do apologize for any racist messages that have come from my account.
that have come from my account. It wasn't me.
You have to understand I dated a really racist man.
I need to understand what I'm looking at here. Is this her highlighting it and then blurring it? Or is this her whiting it out and then writing the N-word and blurring it? I presume that's highlighted.
In 2020 to 2022. And he had access to my accounts and would message people.
You need to butt out of this. You're not in any way right to say how I feel, and I will stop talking to you if you do this. I was dating a mega racist guy, and all the racist messages from my account were his. Do you not think it's like more likely that, you know, you were on his wavelength with dating him? I feel like people who do not tolerate that don't date like a giga racist.
Without my permission. He's very racist.
You can do that, right?
Fuck you, you're a nigger.
I disavow.
I can't know.
I disavow!
Yeah. Interesting.
Black, ain't it? You ain't black, you're a binder. Binder?
This isn't an excuse. I'm not trying to use this as an
This isn't an excuse. I don't actually believe that you didn't write this.
excuse, but I don't know how to explain that this was not me sending these messages. This was him on.
This was his account. It was a meme account he turned into a Beware account. Wait, sorry, the X?
My account. He controlled my account, and he got to speak freely on it as...
How can you contact me for business? Via my email address if you can find it. What kind of business, Chiller Bites? You sell frozen munchies?
He would take my phone from me or do it in my sleep. But I do apologize for any messages that came from my account. That should have never happened. There was also...
Hang on, what are these messages? Oh, look, Lamau. Now who can't type on Dragon Bro? What is this
any
showing?
messages that came from my account. That should have never happened. There was also...
He said Lamau and eat. That's how you know it was him.
Also a post I made...
Email? Hang on. I'll give you my email address. My secret. There you go. Enjoy.
On my Facebook that people went and found. It was a dumb opinion about the Little Mermaid movie, about how they switched her from being...
Okay, this is a little bit more than...
white to a person of color. I basically said that I think that they should give a person of color their own movie instead of switching a character from white
Not here.
to black. And...
No. You wrote, maybe don't change white characters to black. And give them dreads. Disgusting.
I didn't mean to be racist through that. That came off as very racist, and I do apologize.
She's doing the thing again. She's showing us something, and then lying about what she's shown us.
About that. That was just...
I want to be clear. I find dreads kind of gross, regardless of your race, okay?
That was a dumb thing.
In fact, there's some sort of progressive alignment. I think they look way worse on white people.
I honestly don't care about that movie. It was just one of those things where I was more shocked that they did that. So if that offended anyone,
Like the full-on, like, black person dreadlocks on a white person looks way worse. There's like a white person version of it that's okay, but
I do apologize. That was something I should have considered people's feelings on.
I'd been called racist because of an issue I had with a Russian fursuit maker.
Oh, okay. Hey, I can't get on Instagram, so I'm writing to you here. Thanks for writing, and I found you. Hi, oh no. So I paid $500. I thought that's what I had left, but now it says $915. Very confused. I thought I finished payment and was done. Where is it written?
I purchased a suit back in 2023. I did not get the suit until 2024.
Micronauts is down bad. Micronauts, please.
Very late into 2024.
Really upsetting you leaked the whole conversation to my stalker. I apologize and own my mistake, and now it's everywhere online. Why the hell? Our personal conversation was sent to someone and now it's all over Instagram. Package arrived. Thank you. What is this?
I had an argument with the maker as they stopped responding to me, and I was $1,400 into the fursuit, and I was worried.
Do you think since it's a new month you can pay? Let's make it 50-50, half me and half you. So 65. We need to do this as soon as possible in the next couple of days because the USA just dropped the bomb, and I don't think we will be shipping across country here soon. Oh, you were actually getting a fursuit from Russia, not just a person who is Russian? Need to do this as soon as possible in the next couple of days. You need to ship my package. It's been over a year, and you stole from me at this point. If you want your thing, don't be talking like that. No, I didn't steal from you. I honestly sent you the package on time. It's your fault for not picking it up. Did she genuinely just not pick up the delivery and let it get sent back?
I was scammed of that money. Basically, we had an issue of the fursuit was sent from Russia to my state. I sent my house address, and for some reason, it ended up showing up at the post office because it was out of country. I wasn't aware of that. It had been there for...
So you're a fuck-up.
I think like 25 days. And I reached out to the maker and said, do you know where my package is? Because I was having issues with the tracking. It was not in English. I was not understanding it. The package ended up getting sent back to Russia.
Yeah, that's what happens if you leave an international package for a month.
Now, I've had people blame me / ask me why did I not pick up.
Blame me! I'm not going to blame you. I'm going to call you a fuck-up.
The package. The rumor is I was lazy.
The rumor is I was lazy. This is slander. I'm not lazy. I'm just retarded.
The truth is I was unaware it was even in my state, or I would have gone and got it. I have no issue going.
You can check. You can check.
And picking up a package. The fursuit maker mentions that they actually can't track my package after it enters the United States. There was nowhere ever in the conversation where they made me aware of that. Now, I've sent out
You're an adult. You deal with the postal service.
many fursuits to people. I've sent out t-shirts and stuff to people. I'm the one sending it. I think I should have the responsibility to keep track of the package, not the person buying it.
What the fuck? No?
And I've bought a lot of fursuits from...
You're the one who needs to get it. You're the one who needs to receive it.
people, and they have the same strategy. So for this fursuit maker to not keep track of the package themselves.
This hoe buys stuff online all the time, I guarantee it. You must be familiar with how things work. You must be. You must be.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought they would have kept track of it, not expected me to. No.
You're the one who needs to go to the fucking post office. You want it, right?
Not to mention, the tracking was not in English, and...
What, it had... The tracking number was Russian numbers?
As much as I tried.
The tracking number was written using Arabic numerals, so... You get that joke?
To understand it, I didn't. After the package was sent back to Russia, they needed to round up some money to send it back out. I had to send more of my own money.
Yeah, no shit. You left it rotting at the post office for a month, and it returned. Your fault.
For them to send it back.
Hey, I wasn't feeling like picking it up today, so the sender needs to remind me to go to the post office tomorrow.
Out. I started getting very frustrated with the maker when they stopped responding to me. I went into a big group chat and being very frustrated, was not thinking clearly. And
Have fun trying to sue someone in Russia. You fucked up the whole ship and you didn't track it. You're getting your ass sued. This is the dumbest bitch I've ever seen in my life, I think. You fucked up the whole shipping. As in, it arrived at her post office and she didn't pick it up. You didn't track it. You're getting your ass sued, boy. Better not be failing to track a fursuit, boy. So what are you going to do here before I get attorneys involved? Send the package or send my money. The fuck is wrong with you? You're a mom. Your child's going to grow up to be an idiot because of you. Give my money back, you fucking scamming piece of shit.
kinda lashed out on the maker. Thinking I was being scammed.
Gonna be real, I think maybe it's good that anyone who might come in contact with this chick is warned about her. You need to send my suit to refund the money. This is ridiculous. Pinned message! Could that be a tracking number, perhaps? Now your army of dipshits are harassing me. This is so unprofessional. I shouldn't have to be defending myself.
There's a screenshot somewhere where I said that they should use a translator.
Hold up. Hold up. Then they should not do business if they can't speak English. What the fuck? If they can't communicate, they need to stick to their country. You ordered from a Russian person in Russia. You did this. You knew they were in Russia. You knew it would come from Russia. You knew it was from a Russian person. Don't order. You simply don't order from someone in a foreign country if you can't verify they speak English. What the fuck?
There's one point where I say to the maker, I found they mentioned they have a child, and as I thought I was being
zeroed in on that,
scammed of the money, I say to the maker, they're going to raise a horrible kid. That was very wrong of me to say. This person ended up not being a scammer. It was just a really messy situation. I should have never said that, I'll be honest. I did end up apologizing to the maker.
Rain, I apologize for what I said about your kid, but I'm very scared I wasted $1,500 because you won't even respond to me. I really hope you do not speak to me in Russian anymore. I really hope you do not speak to me in Russian anymore. I don't understand it. I don't think it's fair to speak to me in that when you know I only speak English. I just want the suit shipped out. If you can't get out right now, I don't mind waiting, but I need you to keep me updated. I feel like for months I have not known what is going on with the fursuit, and I don't think Shay take, as I've been very patent for over a year. Yeah, you were so patient that it got sent back. Your fursuit's fine. It's still in the box. I didn't even open it, and I wasn't going to sell it to anyone else. I'm just waiting for you to pay for redelivery, because that's a lot of money to me. The price for shipping is like buying a simple phone, so I can't save up extra money for shipping. Yeah.
It seemed like they accepted my apology. This is when the maker decided to start speaking to me in Russian, which I didn't appreciate because I had no idea what they were saying. Everything was the maker decided to send screenshots from the private conversation to people and to the hate page against me. I am sorry for what I said to them.
All I did was, try to ruin their business's reputation, curse her child, and so on and so forth. And then she said bad things about me. Yeah, she bought it, but she paid for it for quite a while. About 8 or 9 months she paid for it. When she paid for it in full, I shipped it right away. It took about 2 weeks to arrive, but the package stayed at her post office for another 2 weeks because she didn't pick it up. I gave her the tracking number, but she didn't check it. And we saw in multiple of these messages, you can see the tracking message in that screenshot earlier. You could see it pinned in the conversation. Since I live in Russia, I can't follow the parcel quite accurately, as the information is not accurate and is updated quite rarely. She wrote to me only when she found out that the parcel was being returned to me back in Russia. I asked her to call the post office to cancel the return, but either she didn't call or she was refused. I don't remember, but the parcel was returned, and for 2 months the parcel has been with me, and I have not even unpacked it.
To people and to the hate page against me. I am sorry for what I said to that maker. And to the people that were in the
I love that she's referring to this person as the maker, as gravitas.
Group chat that should have been kept private. It was just a messy situation. Overall, what happened with that fursuit maker, I understand what I said and did was wrong, and I take responsibility for that, and I plan not to make that mistake again. The next allegation is the transphobia and homophobic. I wouldn't explain myself as that kind of
transphobia and homophobic
person. There's so many terrible jokes
It wouldn't help if the Russian chick spoke English to you because you don't understand that language either.
Going around about cancer, racism, feminism, body shaming, transgenders.
Transphobic? I love them transgenders. Those wacky kids.
I have many friends through the LGBTQ community. I've
never seen LBG before.
Had friends in that
Like, it's not necessarily wrong, but I've never seen anyone do the initialism that way.
Community for years. And I would never want to disrespect them. I myself am straight, and I'm obviously not in the community because of that. And I will say, I just mess up a lot. The pronouns, I try to understand people's pronouns.
Okay, let's see what you did.
I generally just forget people's pronouns. It's never meant to degrade them or to just not use them. It's just, especially if it's somebody I've known for a long time and known them as something else than what they'd prefer to be called.
Oh, you're losing woke points. You can't say prefer. You got to say it's what they really are.
It's just a lack of understanding, if I'm being honest. I've made some mistakes. I was explained that if you don't know someone's pronouns, to refer to them as an it. I've seen people...
Someone fucked with you. Someone fucked with you big time. If you're not sure, call them it. Call them it. Refer to them as the thing. She's been calling people it.
Have on their bios, they, them, it. I've called people it, not really knowing what their pronouns were, and thinking that was a safe way to address them. And
what world did you grow up in? Where there are the fringe lunatics who like to be referred to as it, but the average person is like, "What the fuck did you just call me? You think I'm you think I'm a thing? You think I'm an object? What do you mean it?"
I found out very quickly that was not the way to address someone unless it literally says it in their bio.
Hello.
Is this woman Lucky Bee?
What the fuck do you mean? Lucky Bee's smarter than me. This is not Lucky Bee.
I've never meant to purposely offend someone through this. If I have offended someone, it's just truly the lack of me understanding. To explain some of the pictures on the Beware page, I know some of the messages were sent from my account. They were not me behind the account. I dated a very homophobic person back in 2022. I do not like how he acted, especially looking back. The relationship was toxic and abusive. With that, he had access to my phone whenever he wanted, and he even responded to people without my permission.
I didn't know this conversation happened, nor do I know who this was with. Your eye is really awesome. Oh, thank you. Just letting you know. I'm a guy. Wait. No, never mind. I'm reading the rest of it. I was reading the guy part as if it was, oh, it's her boyfriend saying it, saying he's a guy. But then it's, oh, sorry, Fang said you were a girl. No, well, I'm trans. Okay, that an issue? I just thought this could easily be her joking.
The quote, "Be careful who you're friends with," is a very true quote. This man
deep
hated furries to the point where when I talked about
his true crime,
actually getting a fursuit, he wouldn't let me.
Racism, homophobia, transphobia, fascism. That's one thing. Could marry a guy like that. But if he hates furries, that's a line too far.
And he would make me feel bad about it.
That's a line too far. She's fucking up my speech now. That's a line crossed.
Why I was Spiral Trick, and I posted in this Skulldog fursuit at the haunted house, but I literally made TikTok saying I was not a furry. I guess I was a closeted furry. As I said, this guy was very homophobic and racist, and he definitely did not like the LGBTQ community, and he actually tried to convince me not to like the community either. I'll be brutally honest. I never hated the community, but because I had someone I trusted so much constantly telling me this community was full of really toxic people, I just had a hard time accepting them.
You're talking about it like it's a fandom.
And I was very cautious around anyone involved in the community. Once we broke up, I chose on my own to open my mind up to the community and give it a chance and give those people in the community a chance. I do apologize for any of the homophobic messages.
Leviticus. Hey, Mr. Cornwall. What happens to people who bully bald people in the Bible, bro? Watch out. The bears are coming. Bears are coming.
That came from my account. Please understand that most of them were not sent by me, but
most were not sent by me.
And the ones that were sent by me, pretty much that guy was sitting there breathing down my neck, watching what I was sending, and I was being influenced.
My boyfriend would watch over my shoulder when I used social media to make sure I was always posting something racist. It was part of his abuse.
To have a certain opinion on that community. After we broke up, I chose on my own to open my mind up.
Talon, I'm going to say a letter and I want you to add another letter.
To the community and accept people in that community. That's why you guys have seen things like me going to Pride events and even hosting my own Pride meets. Not only
you sure it's not because you got more attention that way?
Is it to support friends and family in that community that were going to those events, but also to learn about the LGBTQ community and experience it for myself. I apologize for how I acted. There's no one to blame other than myself, even if some of it was my ex on my account, even if it was my ex influencing me to believe these things. I should have seen through what he was saying, and I should have known that this was not correct. I hope people can now see that I do not care what race or sexuality you are. If I'm being honest, I just want to know if you're a good person or not.
That standard is going to bite you in the ass if it's applied back on you.
What I care about is people being happy and genuine good people. I want to be surrounded by,
none of those Ruskies, I guess.
Generally good people. That's what I care about over things like race and sexuality. I do not care about that, and I really want people to know that about me. Especially being...
I really want people to know I'm a saint again.
A straight person trying to be in the community to support others. All I ask is if I misgender someone or use the wrong name, not to judge me, not to say I'm homophobic, but to understand that I'm trying my best, and sometimes, especially not being
in your world, I'm the minority.
Someone in that community going through what some of you guys are going through, I just do not understand. I am trying my best, but there are going to be mistakes, and for the people that have allowed me to make those mistakes and learn from them and learn how to correctly use the pronouns, I do appreciate that. It's a photo where you can see that I liked a comment of somebody saying they, them people aren't valid. I will totally say this. I did not really have an audience back then, and I just started growing a bit of an audience and having people comment on my social media.
She's gonna say she just likes everything. I thought she was gonna just mask off. Well, now that I know it can hurt my growth. Now that I know it can, hurt my image with the furry demographics. There are Nazi furs, but I don't want to have to lean into the Nazi stuff. That's a bit too much for me. So I have to be giga gay. So I didn't realize I'd have to do this at the time. So I like those. I thought she was gonna do that.
When this comment was made, and I was so excited about people commenting on my social media, I would open TikTok and I would click on, the recent video I posted, and without reading, I'd just go through and like every single comment. The commenting on my social media.
To be fair, am I understanding what I'm seeing? So is wait. The first post is her, right? What am I looking at here? I don't use this. So she did like comments that are against herself. So actually, this does line up with just.
I would open TikTok, and I would click on, the recent video I posted, and without reading, I'd just go through and like every single comment.
I'm not a TikTokoid. The format looks alien.
This comment specifically, after somebody pointed out what I liked without even reading it, is the reason why I don't do that anymore. I would have never liked that comment. I actually probably would have deleted that comment and just not even had it on my social media.
She's the literal embodiment of the term putting lipstick on a pig. That's very rude. Although your name is Dr. Offensive, so I should...
I absolutely don't agree with that. That was a mistake to like that comment, and I hope people can understand that. And I'm sorry to anyone that thought that's how I actually think, because that is not. All right, and the next...
You could point out that they're responding to a comment that says the opposite of what they're saying, and their comment is disparaging of you. So it makes sense that you wouldn't like it unless you didn't read it.
The allegation I'm addressing is the bingo fursuit. I became obsessed with the Bluey show. Obviously, who isn't?
Who gives a fuck? You like the way the character looks, so you make a suit that is like that character. Okay. Presumably.
I love Bingo's character.
But yes. Of course Bluey's gonna come up. Have you seen her? Have you listened to her? Of course Bluey was gonna come up.
She's just adorable. I saw somebody make a Bluey fursuit, and I thought that was the coolest idea, and I figured I'd have a Bingo fursuit made. I'm not a little, and I felt really uncomfortable trying to cosplay Bingo as a 4-year-old. I talked about that with the person who made my fursuit, and we kind of came up with the
I didn't expect this commentary to happen.
idea of, what if this was like adult Bingo? This is Bingo as an adult, and she has a nose piercing, and she has makeup on. It was never, ever, 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 ever meant to sexualize Bingo as a child. This was purely meant
It's a fursuit
to show her as an adult. Some people say that the controversy is where I use...
It's a design based on the aesthetic of that character. It's not the same as a depiction of that character necessarily. Especially when it's a suit you're gonna wear.
Videos of Bingo. I'm still cosplaying Bingo, and there's not really any audio form of Bingo as an adult on the show, so I wanted to use the Bingo audios because some people didn't even know that it was the Bingo fursuit. Overall, I'm not trying to sexualize Bingo, period. I made sure to never use seductive audios. I made sure to never wear sexy clothes.
It's getting really weird. Yeah, true, she did say she's not a little by any means. I was just flashing my ass. It's a design based on the aesthetic of a little dog character in a show is all you've really gotta.
I'm not trying to sexualize Bingo, period. I made sure to never use seductive.
I like, by the way, that it's uncontroversial that the character is a dog in a discussion of sexualization of characters.
Audios, I made sure to never wear sexy clothes. It never even crossed my mind. It just was not my intention at all.
It's you, though. It's you. You're a big girl. In many ways, no one's gonna mistake you for like a kid.
Unfortunately,
if you go out of your way to have it be like a fursuit that's like got diapers and has like all the baby accessories, then I'm gonna be like, why are you doing this? The problem isn't sexualization of that character. It's like, what does this mean? Why are you doing this? What is this signaling? What kind of person are you?
Giving her a nose piercing, trying to make her into my own character, and she didn't even really have makeup on. I just gave her eyelashes because that's how Gemini's face is. And when the maker sent it to me, I honestly thought she looked more like a boy.
It sounds like she's getting gifts from God.
And I figured giving her eyelashes would make her look a little more like a female. People took that as me putting on like seductive makeup. I actually was so upset by this rumor, I ended up selling the suit. I no longer own the Bingo suit. So that's my explanation on...
There was a nice guy, his Twitter account was covered in like pictures of sort of, they looked like furry babies doing things. They're always very dirty, those furry babies. He really wanted the suit for some reason.
And the Bingo suit, I don't know how else to say that it was absolutely not meant to come across as a sexual thing. I also want to point out the show even shows Bingo as an adult at some points, and there's also lots of art of Bingo as an adult. I think almost every show, especially if they're kids, people have drawn versions of them as an adult. I hope we can all move on from this room.
It's an animal design. I like the colors. I had a fursuit made in that style. Why can't it just be that? Like, the perspective here is so weird.
I don't even have the suit anymore. I don't even want it to be an issue anymore. So I hope that explains the Bingo rumor to everybody. Another allegation against me is me not asking people if I can film them. This has been more recent as I've been going out in public suiting.
Okay.
Now I do actually have two things to say about that. The first thing is I will post a few clips here, but I've actually been leaving this in my video. We do actually ask pretty much everyone we interact with if we can film them. The only time we really don't is if furry haters come up and walk into our shot. I mean, we have a giant camera.
Wait. Why'd you ask permission? Is it because you think you're violating people's rights? If that's why does that make violating the rights justifiable? You can just go on filming in a public place. It's safer. It's safer because, of course, people could come after you if they don't like that. Kind of dumb to give your haters ammo, by the way. And it's always safer to blur people or whatever, or to ask, but...
It's very obvious we're filming, and if people walk in and start speaking to the camera, I kind of take that as I'm allowed to film them.
Fair.
You want a card or anything?
Yeah, sure.
And we're filming for YouTube. Are you okay with that?
Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
I'm sure there are examples of where it's fine. Notice what's not being addressed here. What are the specific examples where people have said it wasn't okay? You're telling us there are times where you ask. There are times where people are implicitly very okay with it. If there's no specific example of anyone being upset with it and it's just a rumor, just say that. But if there are specific examples, why aren't we hearing about them?
What was your name?
Joshua.
Joshua, cool. I'm Gemini. Respect. Appreciate it. We're filming for YouTube. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
You guys want our channel?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
Cool. Or anything?
Sure.
Okay, I got cards.
Thank you.
I don't know who wants. Do you want a card?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. You guys are good at being in the video.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just like, just like kind of show what people go through.
I don't film people without their permission. The proof of this is a bunch of examples of me doing it. What is the claim regarding you not doing it specifically?
Okay
Fuck.
Yeah, we're just trying to show, like, you know, the stuff that the news doesn't show. The
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, are you okay for filming? We're trying to show people going through homelessness.
Yeah.
And show what people, you know, what's not being shown on, like, social media and stuff.
I think I'd refuse the food even if I was starving. We're trying to show the world the reality of being homeless in a fucking cartoon fox suit. Or whatever the hell it's meant to be. This is deranged. It's so degrading. And you're giving them food. You're bribing them to degrade themselves.
What was your name?
Terry. Justice.
Oh, you do? So you're okay with me filming?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
Here, why don't you come over here a little more? What was your TikTok again? And tell me a little about yourself.
Slick Justice.
So, I just want to make sure if you guys were okay with that. I have a YouTube channel where I wear this thing, so I was going to throw it on real quick. It's okay. Here, I'm going to
She knows they're food driven. So, I was out on the street watching the homeless people, and I know that heroin's bad for you. And there was a homeless guy, he was just injecting himself, and I panicked, I didn't know what to do. So I got a drumstick and started trying.
Do all this for a second. Are they okay with me filming?
Are you guys okay with being filmed? We're showing people experiencing homelessness, and I'm asking people what their story is, and just kind of sharing their experience and trying to help them
In a
out as much as I
fursuit.
can.
Is this meant to be like furry propaganda? Look, furries are nice to the homeless. I'm in a fursuit talking to the homeless.
Yeah, we'll do it.
This is like fucking sickening.
Okay.
That's so cool. We're filming for YouTube. Is it okay if we put this on there? I have a business card if you want to find the video. Can I give you a tip or something? But we do have people come up and talk to us, and we do ask, are we allowed to film them? And I hand them business cards. You can see me in the video handing them business cards. And it goes directly to my YouTube. Look out for that in most of my videos. I especially now have been keeping it in the video, us asking for permission to film people. As for people walking around in the background, I mean, you see it on TV and YouTube. It just, if it's a public space, I do have the right to be filming. The next
Motherfucker, that's all you had to say.
allegation I'm going to be bringing up is the Jeffree Star controversy.
Why? What happened with this?
I'll fucking kill you.
I went and saw Jeffree Star in fursuit. I went to Jeffree Star's grand opening of his meat and makeup store.
My girlfriend will know about this. Tim, emergency. What is this? What is this? Our friend Alec Gunter's been cosplaying. By the way, regarding Jeffree Star, Lucky Bee will know all about that. Alec Gunter was cosplaying as Trump outside a Republican pancake breakfast. Sorry for wussing out so early, guys. Like I said, I'm not looking to be a martyr. Do you think he was gonna did you think he was gonna get killed? Also, sorry if you couldn't hear me very well. I'll get a transcript up so you can read it. You should be ashamed that you're dating someone who knows Jeffree Star? Bro, I'm dating a woman. What do you mean? You really are a Fuentes fan. What the fuck? Got him. Is he orange or is it my glasses? Imagine if the orange wouldn't come off.
All right. Can everyone see me?
I need him to encounter people. Like, maybe call it off if it's raining. There's going to be no one there.
Can you out hear me okay?
Welcome everyone to the Pancake Breakfast. I'm so happy you're okay. Thank you for coming to the Pancake Breakfast. Didn't expect to see me here to be your president. Out of the big truck. It's me, the living death. Enjoy your $50 pancakes. Pretty soon they'll all be $50 in the store. Don't worry about it though.
No one's being trolled. He just straight up looks like a crazy homeless man. I don't know.
Enjoy your $50 pancakes. I hear the kids are getting free. That sounds a little bit like socialism to me, but hey, what do I know? I hear the kids are getting free, but hey, we can't feed them in school, so we can feed them at the Republican pancake convention, right, folks?
I guarantee you no one knew what he was saying. It's just a guy dressed as Trump going...
Socialism at the Republican pancake convention. That's lovely, folks. Very good. We must happen to that guy. Anybody know what happened?
Is anyone paying any fucking attention to him?
Can you all hear me?
They're earning a great deal on Cybertruck right now, folks. Only $80,000. And it'll last you 6 months before breaking down when your money back guaranteed.
He might as well have done it in his bedroom. He live streamed this, bro.
Anyway, thank you again for coming, folks. To the... You are...
I'm Don. Don, nice to meet you. I'm Alec.
Ah.
Doing all right. How are you?
All right. Security came. Security came. If you're gonna do this shit, I think you have to be like, you have to actually get people's attention, and you have to be prepared to get hurt. That's my opinion on pulling something like this.
All right, security's coming. I'm getting out of here.
And I don't mean prepared to fight. I mean, if you're gonna fuck with people, you have to be prepared to get hurt. They'll never find him. He's just gonna pull off the wig and then they won't recognize him.
All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. I got a jet, and I'll see you all next time. Doing all right? How are you? Good.
It's
Good
too late.
I was just getting ready to leave. Yep, everything's great. Against this? I mean, I was just...
Are you for this or against this? And he said against this. It would have been funny as fuck, Alec, if you pretended you were for it. You could have fucked with him. You could have been for it. I'm dressed as my hero. Do you know about anime? It's called cosplay. You dress up as like your favorite character. And I mean, Trump's real, but I'm trying to do that sort of thing here. I thought it would really brighten people's day, bring it to a next level, make the event more lively, especially because it's raining.
Exercising my First Amendment right?
Absolutely. Oh, 100%.
I'm exercising my First Amendment right.
I do media for a living. That's what I do. I was going to shoot you and help you. Are you here like to support him or against it?
He's been fucked with so much harder than he's fucked with anyone. Immediately. He comes up and says, I do media. I was going to help you. I was going to shoot you. I was going to film you. How could you be for or against pancakes? Jack Ripper. He could have said, yeah. I love pancakes. Just refuse to address the Republican element. Refuse to address that you addressed as Trump. Just be like, I love pancakes.
Well, I am. I'm just doing a bit, so.
fucking corpse. He just broke immediately. It's just a joke, bro. Alec, don't do this. If you're scared, don't do it. It will be terrible and you will embarrass yourself. You're not even in danger. This guy's having a laugh with you. Maybe it'll change. There's still like a couple minutes left. This guy is he's fucking pulling your leg. Nothing bad has happened at this point, and you're crumbling.
Okay, you're a comedian or?
A little bit, just for today, yeah.
Do you have a website?
Yeah, I do, but I don't really give it out to many people right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'd love to see it. I'm Don.
Don, nice to meet you. I'm Alec.
Alec?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, too.
And,
Alec, you look like a little scared boy.
What do you do here? Are you part of the staff, or?
Just help security, help out with certain candidates.
Gotcha.
Make sure everybody's good, and if there's anything that helps anybody or hurts anybody, we just want to make sure it's open for First Amendment matters a lot. I mean, literally, like, yeah.
Right,
good.
right.
Where'd you grow up? Did you grow up here in Cincinnati?
You know, I did, but,
The guy seems to be suggesting that he's welcome to do this. I don't know if he means it.
Since you said you're part of security, I just don't want to, like, be causing any trouble.
He pulled out the Jackie Chan line.
I'm full military. I served for you, buddy. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of guys hanging out. So,
okay.
Yeah, do you have a card or anything? I can see your stuff. I mean, I'd love to support you.
No, thanks, man. You know what? Actually,
This is total demolition. Alec Gunther is crumbling into dust in the face of someone being nice to him.
I think I gotta get out of here. It's okay, you know, so
I appreciate it.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry for wussing out. I'm not looking to be a martyr.
All right, you guys have a good one. Yep. Morning. Yeah, I'm not giving nothing to these guys. No way.
What were you in danger of? Making a friend? Oh shit! You fucking retard as well. Oh, I'm scared he'll find my channel. The security working outside the what if he searches Republican pancake breakfast on YouTube to see if I'm on YouTube? He'll never find me if I just don't tell him.
Not happening. I didn't say my name, did I? He knew my fucking name, dude. That's nuts.
I got recognized in real life.
Rain made the audio scuffed?
Yeah, he asked the name, right?
Sorry. You better keep streaming. I can't. There's no way. There's no way. That guy was clearly on my case.
On my case? He told you First Amendment's important? Love to see your stuff. I want to check it out. Obviously, he's sort of big broing you a bit, sort of. I don't know how to explain it. He's busting your balls a bit. Everything he said suggested he'd be cool with you carrying on. Now, you could flip it by being given that permission. You stay there, and then you have to play with a line. And the line is, what can you do that a mass audience would find acceptable but might piss that guy off? If you can keep the masses on your side and push that guy to the point where he'll go back on saying, oh, First Amendment's important, make him flip, make him become unreasonable, then you win. You just fucking ran away from a guy who said, I'm a veteran, I fought for your rights, yeah, First Amendment's huge, I just need to make sure there are no problems. You ran from that. What the fuck?
No way that I'm going to keep going with this.
Yeah, there's so many ways. I suggested some ways. Neko, he could have stayed in character as Trump. When asked his name, he should have said, I'm Donald Trump, bro.
Listen, I wasn't going to do this for very long anyway. I was hoping to get at least a half hour, but it's whatever.
Is he crying?
Crossed by the streamer attend Romanian named Superberry. The security took off his mask and was card posting.
True. Hang on 1 second. Just 1 second. The MCA risk.
Yeah, I think they're trying to send a message, so. Alright. I'm gonna pack my stuff up, get in the car. Well,
why would you upload this? He did it live. He did it live, man.
I didn't get to do a stream last night. So, I'll try to do one later today for you guys. Like an actual, legit, real stream.
Real stream. Maybe you even watch
So,
a Voshval.
yeah. Alright. I am very sorry that it was so short.
I feel like he says that often.
Like I said, I am not going to be a martyr today. It's not happening.
Martyr? What, was he pointing a fucking gun at you? What do you mean become a martyr?
But understand that these events are public, okay? You can search them near you. Republican events are going on all the time. You control them a little bit. We do a little...
Apparently you can't, though.
Trolling, right?
You just annoyed a bunch of people walking past, and then when you had your opportunity, you ran away. You were not in any danger.
Folks. And yeah, so just be safe. You got targeted in a friendly way before the bad way. Exactly. See, he thanked me for leaving, so.
Yeah, because you're annoying as fuck.
Like I said, not trying to be a martyr today. All right, guys, I gotta go. Rain's coming down on my phone. Thank you very much.
Those damn Republicans being nice to you, that's their #1 trick.
For tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Guys, help! I stood outside being annoying as fuck with a megaphone and someone approached me. What the fuck? What was he trying to have happen? Did he just want it to be a video of him alone? Oh, thank you very much for the sub.
Unfortunately, I'm not really active on Twitter.
That's fortunate.
I don't really follow too much Jeffree Star stuff. I don't even know if the interview was out where Jeffree Star said they them people weren't valid when I met him, but I absolutely did not see that interview before meeting him. I will say, I think it's really, really, really stupid of him to say that. I went through and watched the interview of Jeffree Star saying they them pronouns are not valid, and I think his opinion is wrong. I think his opinion is wrong. I don't know why he would say that.
I think what Lucky Bee told me about this guy was not this. I think it was more substantive than this.
Especially knowing he was going to hurt the feelings of many people. I will say I don't really follow his story anymore. I don't know what he's up to. I don't watch his videos anymore. I more watched him in high school. I don't hate Jeffree Star, but I honestly don't say I really support him anymore. I'm not actively watching his content. I'm not actively, I'm definitely haven't been back to his makeup.
Okay, I never returned to his meat
store since I met him the first time. It's just something I've kind of moved on from. I'll go over this briefly. I've been canceled for copying. Whether it's hair, tattoos, or outfits, music. Nothing has intentionally been copied. It's just all been weird situations where I have a hoodie that someone else has. I dyed my hair around a similar time someone else dyed their hair the same color.
Okay.
I got similar tattoos that another person ended up having. I'm not really sure what to say about that other than nothing has ever been intentional on copying anyone. Another allegation I'd like to address is...
What a weak response. I didn't, but if I did, so what? There you go. There you go.
Is the flare gun incident. This is probably one that...
I'm not gonna not fucking dye my hair because someone else did too. It's my skin. If I want that tattoo, I'll get it.
I definitely want to apologize for this.
Thank you, Phil the Nobody, for the Prime sub.
Nut.
Was so wrong of me. I don't know why I did this. It was generally one of those moments in life where I was like, this was
I can blackface if I put it under my skin.
Really stupid, and I just was not thinking in the moment. I went to a generally one of those probably one that other allegation I'd like
this. I was reading chat and this flew past me
to address is the flare gun incident. This is probably one that I
Lauren Southern got fat.
Definitely want to apologize for. This was so wrong of me. I don't know why I did this. It was generally one of those moments in life where I was like, this was really stupid. And
I'm getting criminal vibes from this, but I don't know the law. I feel like if I did it, I would be arrested.
Was not thinking in the moment. I went to a car meet. I was kind of like trolling people, and if people interacted, then I'd continue to ask them questions. If they gave the vibe of they didn't want to talk to me, I kind of moved on to the next group. For the most part, it was a pretty fun video. Towards the end, there's this group of adults. People keep mistaking them for kids. No one at this meet is a kid, unless it's like a parent bringing their kid. But
no one here is a kid except for the kids brought there by their parents.
I avoid.
No one is a child there except the kids.
Avoid interacting with those people because I don't even want to step into that arena.
The child arena. There's an arena for children at this meetup. That's fucked up. Do they fight to the death?
Adults.
What do you mean?
Adults. These adults were messing around with me. They were like running from me, and I was pretending to chase them, and they were like laying on the ground pretending to be held down, and they seemed like they were laughing about it. It didn't seem like they were upset that I was there. They were having fun with it. These adults started fat shaming me.
She fired off a fat shame flare, dude.
We're just helping her get her exercise.
You got a point. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, you gotta lose some weight.
I fuck right. And that's what I say.
One of them pulls my tail.
No, that is normal.
Oh.
Which actually hurt because my belt that day was more
It looks
around
like it may have
my
hurt.
waist.
It looks like
than-
it may have
more
hurt.
around my stomach than my waist, and it actually hurt really bad. They pulled some weird stunt where I was in a tank top like this, and they dropped something or something, and I bent down, and one of them
Yeah. Zara, I don't think that's crossing the line.
ran up and took a photo down my shirt. I mean, I consider
More because of the specific level of force.
that
That seemed pretty forceful.
sexual harassment. I don't really know what the term exactly for that is, but that was not okay. This was one of my first videos where I experienced like the trolling and the furry haters. My other videos have not really been like this one. I just didn't really know how to handle it. I got into my car and I cried. I was upset for being fat shamed. I was upset that I thought these people were more having fun and joking with me and not I'm the joke.
How often do you make that judgment? Because I have really, really bad news.
I won't lie. I walked through Walmart.
Don't tell me that you... Is it going to turn out that she bought the flare gun in that state?
Bored one day and came.
One day, okay. She didn't get pissed at them and then went and bought a flare gun. All right.
Across the flare gun, and I just thought it'd be fun to mess around with. Like somewhere in a big open parking lot where there's no people. And
the idea is when you're in a scenario where there are no people around, maybe you'll get seen if you fire a flare gun, yes? That doesn't even make sense.
Just have fun with it. I've never really seen a flare gun. I didn't even really know what a flare gun was. It was a really dumb decision. It was really stupid. It was really immature. I could have hurt.
I wanted to fire off a flare gun where no one would see it. Just wanted to shoot it into the air in a populated area. Are you insane?
People.
Yes, she is.
It could have led to so many issues. I'm very lucky that it didn't really cause any harm to anyone, but
Shinto, she's 23.
Yeah, that was a mistake I'll never make again. That was a very dumb moment.
You make a lot of those. It seems the list of those you have made and could continue to make are endless.
My boyfriend and I saw it and kind of agreed maybe we should shoot this and scare them. And
do you want to be admitting this on tape? Again, this feels crime-pilled.
Maybe it would teach them to never treat somebody like this again.
That sounds like some sort of fucking mens rea right there, brother. Why?
Because
she sets up this whole I just wanted to mess with a flare gun thing and then admits to us I was trying to intimidate and terrify them with a flare gun.
That night was pretty hard. It was pretty hard to hear that stuff about me. It was pretty hard to feel that way. It sucked. That was not the right move, guys. That was not what I should have done. That was really wrong of me. I completely
in some ways, I think it's dumber to be saying this now.
Understand and own up to my mistake. I will never, ever, ever, ever make that mistake again. That was one of those learning moments in life, and I see why that moment.
Just a danger to yourself and others.
It was really bad. That was not good.
This is someone who can only learn from very, very specific instances occurring. She puts her hand into the flames on the stove. She learns not to put her hand on the stove. Later that day, she puts her hand in a bonfire. Learns not to put her hand in a bonfire. Then puts her hand in the flame of a candle. Learns not to put her hand in the flame of a candle. She can't universalize or abstract anything. Now, she still has to learn why you don't fire a shotgun, a pistol. She's only learned not to fire a flare gun.
It's not safe. I could have put people in harm. I shouldn't be shooting flare guns. That was a really dumb decision, and I am sorry to the furry community for making furries look bad by doing that. That is something I can promise that's something I promise I plan to never make a mistake on again.
What is that
I'm
phrasing?
trying to be genuine and really reflect on myself in this video. I'm trying not to blame people. Some of the stuff I have to explain, and there's a lot of side stories involved for my own story to even make sense. One thing you guys have to understand about me is I've been sheltered my whole life. I'm an only child.
Really? Are you sure? I don't know if I believe it, guys.
I went to private school up until 8th grade, and even through high school I was
Your parents should get a
sick with a
refund.
medical condition, and I missed quite a few of my high school years. And
I would presume what you were sick with was some kind of medical condition. Thanks for clearing that up.
I feel like I'm just still learning and growing, and I hope people see this as me being genuine and not making excuses, because that's not the goal here. I am trying to reflect on myself. I've been reflecting for months on decisions I've made and things I've said and how it can affect other people or make people feel. My goal is not to hurt people. Another thing I'd like to say about the flare gun, and
I'm really trying to purvey a vibe of authenticity so that you guys believe me. I just want to make it clear that I want you to think I'm being genuine so you'll accept what I'm saying.
incident is, yes, I did initially lie about it at first. With this hate group against me, I actually lied. Flare gun incident is, yes, I did initially lie about it at first. With this hate group against me, I just don't have room for error. Wherever I mess
It's just a little... The standards are impossible. Don't shoot flare guns at people. Don't lie about it when you shoot people with a flare gun. No one could live up to... No one could live up to these standards.
It ends up on the hate page, and misinformation gets spread, and then I have people believing stuff.
What, you mean like when you lie?
About me. That's not true. I figured that if I said it was edited, people would...
Oh god, that's the lie she went with? Oh man.
Would be less harsh on me once I realized that shooting the flare gun was a really dumb idea. I talked to friends about it, and they just said that it'd probably look better if I just came out clean and explained to people what happened, and so...
Oh, so it's not because you value the truth in any way. It's because you thought it would be the most beneficial path forward for yourself. All right.
I did. And it honestly just was a tough situation to go through. So I lied because I was scared to tell the truth, if that makes sense.
What do you mean, if that makes sense?
That's another mistake I have now learned from, is if...
She has only learned, don't lie about shooting a flare gun. She hasn't learned, don't lie.
If there was something I need to tell the truth on, I should probably just tell the truth rather than lie.
By the way, did you notice the qualifier in this lesson?
That's another mistake I have now learned from, is if there was something I need to tell the truth on.
If there's something I need to tell the truth on, then I tell the truth.
I should probably just tell the truth rather than lie and try to...
If there's something I need to tell the truth about, I should probably just tell the truth.
Hide from it.
Amazing.
Overall, this situation has taught me a lot, and I definitely feel like I've grown from it, and I will definitely be making different decisions on things. And I hope
Stop saying you're growing. I don't want to just make fat jokes. Stop talking about how much you're growing, please.
People can see that this was a giant mistake, and
a giant mistake. That's what a dad used to call her.
Really bad decision, and I do apologize for that. The next thing I'd like to address, I'm not mentioning this person's name. I don't want people to harass them, and I also don't want to give them any kind of fame off of my channel. I was trying to collect evidence on the Beware page so I could make a video like this. I know that most of the evidence to collect was behind closed doors in group chats. This person posted a link to their group chat publicly, so I clicked on it and got in. I took some screenshots, and one of the things that they said was if I showed up to Anthrocon that they were going to start war with me. There were multiple threats on if I went to Anthrocon. I don't know this person well. I mean, we've kind of talked through DMs before, but I can't say that I really know them. So I don't know what a threat looks like from them, and I don't know how serious it is.
Look up what a true threat is. That'll help you judge.
I just wasn't sure how to take this. This person had a gun posted in their group chat. I don't know if it was their gun. They're now claiming it wasn't. I don't know if it was a photo from like Google or something.
Okay, where was the gun posted in proximity to what they were saying about you? Things like that to make sure the listing is real. Hell yeah, you don't want to get scammed. When was the gun posted versus them saying it?
I don't know.
You're putting the pictures together. Were they put together?
If it was their gun,
in the
they're
chat,
now
though?
claiming it wasn't. I don't know if it was a photo from like Google or something.
Is this someone... What I'm saying is, did this person go, if she goes there, there's going to be war, and then fucking posted a picture of a gun that looks like it's theirs? Okay, oh fuck. Or did they say that, and then at some point far in the past, they mentioned they had a gun?
But after reading that they were going to start war with me and threaten to hurt me if I showed up to Anthrocon and seeing a gun, I was
seeing a gun. Did they post it in proximity to their claim, their statement of aggression towards you? Or did they just happen to post a gun at some point in the past or after that? Come on.
Pretty uneasy. There's another photo right here where I thought that, this sounds ridiculous, I thought a fursuit fan was a handgun.
She thought this was like a fucking drill rap furry with a gun.
Had sent this to multiple people before making this accusation, just to make sure, and all of those people also agreed that it looked like a handgun.
How the fuck is it holding it if it's a gun?
Had sent this to multiple people before making this accusation, just to make sure, and all of those people also agreed that it looked like a handgun. Especially after seeing the other gun in their group chat, I figured it was like a handgun to make like the character look like edgy or something. I do apologize. I made a huge mistake by assuming it was a handgun when it wasn't. The photo was in black and white. It was hard to tell what it was. In color, you can tell it's literally a fursuit fan. It still doesn't explain why that person was threatening me if I showed up to Anthrocon.
They said there'll be war. They don't mean a literal war. They probably mean you're going to argue or something.
And why there was a in the group chat.
Why was there a gun somewhere in the group chat? They think the gun's cool, or it's their gun, or whatever.
The email I sent to Anthrocon was not because I don't like this person and I was trying to...
Oh, fuck! So that's what the email that was mentioned before is. She took that photo and was like, Anthrocon, watch out, this person is threatening people with guns.
Get them removed. It was seriously because there's a huge issue in the United States right now. People,
I swear, I thought she was going to say in the furry community,
should take gun threats seriously, so...
There was no gun threat. There was no gun threat. A gun threat was not made, a shooting threat was not made. If there was, you didn't show us.
I emailed Anthrocon and just thought I would make them aware. Obviously, they thought it was
I like
enough.
the implication that if there were no shootings in the US, would she have been cool with someone making a shooting threat? Why does that context matter? It matters because what they do is they take something that's like a virtue signaling moral issue, and then you have to just turn your brain off and go, yeah, it's okay to do that then.
Of an issue, and the photos were concerning enough to pull this person aside. So I hope that clears up why I sent an email to Anthrocon claiming someone had a gun. Another accusation I want to address.
Did you say they had a gun at Anthrocon? What did you say? Did you say this? Hang on. Your belief was this person owns a gun. Did you send them an email and say this person has brought a gun to Anthrocon? You could have gotten that fucking person killed.
Is me not cleaning my fursuit. Gemini was on...
Depending on how they reacted, you could have gotten that person killed. What are you
honestly
fucking
my
doing?
First fursuit, especially with white fur. When I first had her, I didn't really have any furry friends other than like my cousin, and I just didn't know how to clean a fursuit. I tried looking up tutorials. A lot of them is like putting your fursuit in a bath. I have things glued onto the fursuit.
Bro, a warning page, like a hate and warning about this person page is crazy. Based only on what she's admitted to. I think it's a public service. I think anyone involved in anything she's going to do probably should be warned about her.
And the eyes don't come out, so it's really hard to do that without ruining the eyes. So I have to use the green machine on her. It's hard to get certain spots. I actually had someone professionally like wash her. They're a fursuit maker, and they actually told me that most of the brownish gray marks is because the maker used Sharpie inside the fur, and the Sharpie's bleeding through this area. And when it bleeds through the area, blue, brown, and gray tends to come through, which I've actually
your sweat is making you leak.
I thought at a furry convention, somebody had spilt like pen or marker on her.
Spilled pen.
But it actually is coming from the inside of the suit. So
The stink is coming. It's in my suit. The stink is coming from inside the suit.
Suit doesn't stink. I've never had anyone complain that my fursuit smells. I use fursuit spray on her. There are some rough spots on her from when I've tried to clean her before and I didn't do it correctly. So there was also really disturbing comments saying that
You just know there's dried nut all over that shit. She had multiple videos I keep getting recommended on YouTube since I watch so much furry stuff of her suiting out near children. Gross. Suiting out?
People put bodily
okay, Miss
fluids
Skid Marks
on her. I'm gonna say it that way. And said that I was a mersuiter. No hate to them. I am not a mersuiter. That is not something I do. I just no. I don't know how else to really explain that, but I hope that clears up that allegation.
I presume that means you have sex with the suit on. I think I've heard the term before.
The next allegation I'd like to address is the tracing art. When I first joined the community, I looked up free bases. I just took them off of Google. I didn't really know how to grab them any other way. I didn't realize some of the bases like said free, but then if you click into the website, you have to pay money for them. I was more pulling them off of Google images. So that's why some of the art was traced. There was some art I was just genuinely trying to practice on, and I wasn't trying to steal the art. There's a lot of rules.
I was practicing by tracing it. I was practicing by tracing.
Generally trying to practice on, and I wasn't trying to steal the art. There's a lot of rules about art in the furry community, and I was not aware of a single one of the rules. Now I am. There's certain things like this fursuit maker and I were talking, and they drew an art piece of Gemini to show some examples.
Sure, Euphrasio. But presumably she traced it, published it, and made no mention.
I didn't know how to explain what I want changed, so I just traced their art and put the changes on and sent it to them. I don't know why that got leaked from them. They made it look like I just generally traced their art for fun. That's not what happened. Okay. There was another fursuit maker I was talking to, and the same thing pretty much happened. I was trying to show them what I wanted Gemini to look like as a full body fursuit, and I traced a
and you just sent that to like
different full body fursuit and put Gemini's colors over it.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on.
That got leaked.
This isn't. I don't think that's deceptive.
And now people are saying I trace art. Another thing I'd like to go over.
I mean, it looks like you did.
Is the accusation
in some instances, yeah,
on me faking POTS. POTS is a medical condition.
Remember the other day, I told you, POTS is real, but there ain't no fucking way everyone on the internet who says they have it has it.
It's short for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I was diagnosed with this back in 2015. This is definitely not something I'm faking. I wish it was, because it sucks. I was
Oh my god, don't show people your medical records.
I was diagnosed with POTS back in 2015. I actually missed most of 8th grade due to being in and out of the hospitals.
Okay.
POTS is definitely a condition.
Might be a legit one.
Where it's not the same for everyone. People experience different things. So people have said like, hey, anxiety's not a part of POTS. It is for me. And it is for some other people, but some people it's not. I have a more mild case of it where I'm not constantly passing out. But I do have the case of it where I do not get enough blood flow to my head.
Jim posted his, yeah, but how long is he going to be around to face any consequences for leaking such information? Okay? He's also protected by an impenetrable plastic turtle shell. He's practically immortal except for his cancer.
Basically, POTS is a blood issue where usually when you
a blood issue? I mean, yeah, but That makes it sound like it's septicemia or something.
Stand up, your veins close to push
Hemophilia.
the blood up to your head. My veins stay open, which means the blood isn't traveling as fast. In result, most people pass out. I don't pass out for some reason, but I do experience things like dizziness. I get migration so bad that I lose vision. I assume all of this
True, migration makes me blind with rage as well.
causes me anxiety, which has caused me an anxiety disorder.
I presume she means migration of the blood.
A lot of it is definitely food related, where my body's kind of allergic to things like sugar.
I don't know, she might not be misspeaking. She might mean migration of blood, like down. Maybe? Or maybe migraine.
And pastas. I really like that stuff, so I will cheat and eat some of that stuff, but I do know in the back of my head that it might lead to a POTS episode, which sometimes really sucks. I describe this condition as crippling. Sometimes I wake up so dizzy in bed, I literally cannot sit up. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. I am definitely not faking POTS. I've posted my medical records online to show that I'm not faking POTS. I take it
Stand up right now.
extremely offensive to anyone that says I'm faking POTS, because this condition has literally ruined my life. This condition,
I don't think so.
I mean, I
This is nothing
missed
compared
most
to what
of
we've seen.
8th grade because of this.
Especially if you want to be socially liked and amongst peers who are worth being around.
There's a lot of things I can't do. I can't eat certain things. I have to stay on a very strict diet.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I have to constantly exercise. I can't live like I used to. I had to completely change my life and my routines because of this medical condition. Another allegation I want to go over is me having minors at my fur meet. Originally it was supposed to be
Her common sense is real bad because, like, if you screen cap this, it will look like it's from a guide. Like, this is step 14 in a guide of, like, what to do. Like, I feel the presentation is really unwise.
Originally it was supposed to be like an adult fur meet. With my audience. To go over is me having minors at my fur meet. Originally it was supposed to be like an adult fur meet. With my audience.
By adult, do you mean no kids, or do you mean it was originally meant to be adult?
Minors are more interested in my videos. They started showing up to the fur meet. There's not a single fur meet out here in my state that is just like dedicated to kids.
Okay.
And since they were kind of showing up anyway, I changed the rules of my fur meet. And the rules are, if you are under 18, you have to show up with an adult or legal guardian.
And they have to stay with you. And they have to
no
stay
exceptions.
with you. And they have to stay with you. Where's the "and they have to stay with you" part?
I'm not comfortable with anyone showing up without an adult. So every single minor that is at my meet shows up. You can see that there's parents at my fur meet. So that's those allegations. I've had some rumors spread around that said I let kids.
If I do a meetup and you're a kid, or you look like you might be a kid, and you can't show me ID to prove it, you're fucking gone. Go away.
Into not safe for work parties or something. I think they're referring to my friend who was 20 and came to my party. This person did drink at the time. This person was introduced to me because
This person did drink at the time. Do you mean they didn't abstain from alcohol during that period in their life, or they were drinking at the meetup for furries around kids? What do you mean they did drink at the time, at that specific time, or?
They were one of my friend's partners and they were dating. They looked old enough. I told my friend, you know, we're drinking, so if the person's coming, make sure they're of age of drinking. They kind
And this was at one of the meets where there were kids as well. So I get that this is about the person being 20 and that's you have to be 21 for alcohol in the US. I'm asking on top of that, did the meetup have alcohol in general? And was this one of the ones with kids around?
of acted like they were. I just assumed this made me change completely, and make sure, like, okay, you're 21, okay, cool. This friend and I kind of had a falling out. We're friends again now. We're good.
Sorry, birthday party. I missed the detail because I was reading chat.
But at the time, they did say that they let me drink at my party when they were underage. Everyone thought it meant they were a child.
They let me drink.
They're underage by they were like 20 instead of 21. It was not anywhere close to like what it sounded like. So I just want to clear that.
Socially, I agree. Who gives a fuck? Legally, I don't know how on the hook you can be for that. Like, why are you admitting to this in a video? Socially, who gives a flying fuck? Legally,
that up. It was one
this was a birthday party, not one of the meets, Trey. I didn't pay attention to that part.
person. They came to my party. I didn't know them. My friend brought them. I never asked them to drink. I never let them do anything. I think they actually brought their own alcohol. They drank on their own. I didn't question it. They knew what the different drinks were. They knew more than I do with drinking. So I assume that they were a 21-year-old adult. But it was nothing other than that. We're good now. They're 21 now, so.
Hey, my friend's dad in the US just let me pound beers when I was 17. And the funniest part is he let me have his beers because he thought 17 was legal in the UK.
I hope that clears up the allegations on that. So those are all the allegations against me. I really don't care if people support me or not.
Chris Raid, hello, welcome, Chris Raiders. Who's Chris? Who's Chris? Which Chris? I know more than one Chris. Which Chris is this? Who's Chris? Chris the Narc! Hello, welcome. He's a good Chris. He's shown me... I was going to say... Hello, Chris. I was going to say he's shown me good things. I think he's only shown me horrible things. And we're watching a horrible thing right now. Welcome.
I'm not making videos so people support me or don't support me. I'm making videos because I want people to laugh. I want people to have confidence.
To be fair, read the pop-up. I don't get a pop-up. I use Restream chat. I can't see these things. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you again. You have something for me later this month? Oh, God. Okay, buddy. Buddy. To be fair to this lady, she has made us laugh.
I want people to use my videos as a safe space. I had YouTubers that I watched in high school when I was super depressed, and it would just pull me out of that depression.
And into retardation directly.
It would give me confidence. It made me feel something, and that's what I want to give to people. Some people say they don't like my account because I approach people in fursuit and like will dance or like dog bark. My account is kind of a troll account. No, I'm not...
Chris, I have something for you, if you're still here. Go look at Alec Gunter's latest live stream if you haven't already.
I'm gonna troll like most YouTubers where I'm being super obnoxious and I'm like yelling at them and just generally being rude. It's more like...
You've probably already seen it, though.
I will go walk around, and if someone interacts with me, I'm gonna interact back with them. I'm not gonna go hide or like exactly ignore it. I will walk away when I see it becomes more of an issue, or if I walk up to somebody and I can tell that they really don't want to interact with me.
What was going on with the homeless? Yeah, Alec Gunter did an amazing live stream. It's only 80 minutes long. Mostly nothing happens, but there is an ending chunk that's really funny. And the entire premise of it is pretty funny.
I will accept that and I'll walk away. But I've been trying to find out what I want my account to be about, and the trolling videos are just getting the most views. It seems like most of my viewers like that, so I'm not trying to give the furry community a bad rep. I've actually had a lot of people tell me that they don't like furries, but they like me because I'm a chill furry, whatever that means.
Have you ever seen a furry before?
With the megaphone just fucking bothering random people.
Like, never in real life, you're the first.
Most of them are not chill like you. I hate the rest of them.
Yeah, some are actually kind of bad.
So I actually think that some of my videos are helping people see that the furry community isn't this super weird community. There's people that can.
This video is not helped.
Take jokes in the furry community, and it's not super serious. So if you don't like my content, that is okay. Not everyone's gonna like my content, and I understand that. I know that my videos aren't gonna please everyone, but for the people that do like my content, thank you. And I try to ask what you guys want to see, and if you guys want to see the trolling videos, then that's what I'm doing to an extent. I do want to explain the person behind the Pink Gemini Husky Beware accounts, because
is it her ex, or is it going to be that raccoon roadkill?
If you think what's posted about me is bad, then I think you should question who you're supporting. The person behind the Pink Gemini Husky Beware page, Vilfile/Gralex, I find this person to be racist, transphobic.
I find them to be
fun of disabilities, makes fun of things like 9/11 and and more. You can see in this photo here, they say, "Hi, it's me, Gralex/Vilfile. Welcome to the Pink Gemini Husky fan page, Beware page." This is a meme about 9/11. This was posted within the last 5 months. It's literally just a 9/11 meme. I mean, I'm not a fan of this. I think it's insanely offensive, especially because 9/11 is such a touchy subject.
9/11 is such a touchy subject. This is an alien. No human being has ever said that before. 9/11 is such a touchy subject.
So I think that's something that people should be aware of, is that they post memes like this.
Should be aware. You should be aware of the 9/11 memes.
You can see in this one, they actually did this while my friend was over, coincidentally. They reached out to my friend and said, "Just curious, what's your deal with Gemini? Are you guys friends?" They had seen that my friend and I were posting photos together, and I think they were reaching out trying to get information on me.
Probably.
This was not the first person that they had done this to. This person has had accusations of drunk driving. They have admitted to drunk driving.
Accusations of drunk driving? Oh, this is so cool. No, it's not. Nobody asked drunk driver. And I'm drunk right now, loser. I don't know that constitutes.
I think that's concerning on its own. I've had a friend that was hit by a drunk driver, and it literally ruined their life.
Yeah, getting hit by a car, pretty rough.
Is multiple screenshots I have of this person telling people to kill themselves. As I've mentioned before, I've had many friends
actually that stands for keep yourself safe.
Do that. So as someone who's lost friends to that, I do not tolerate that kind of behavior. I do not find it funny. It's not silly. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Here this person says, "I have autism," and Vilfile responds, "Yikes, I hope you get better." This photo was really confusing and honestly creeps me out that this person even thought about drawing Gemini like this, but Vilfile drew Gemini with male body parts. I had trans friends say that.
Wait, specifically the penis part?
They found this transphobic. This person had a photo of my boobs saying that my boobs were fake. Again, sexualizing me.
Hang on. The problem with them saying your boobs are fake is that it sexualizes you.
This made me
It's insulting.
so uncomfortable. This person posts about me and claims to hate me, but then just overly sexualizes me and posts.
They claim to hate me, and yet they say my tits are fake. It's meant to be insult. I don't.
Such weird, uncomfortable things about me. This is probably the worst screenshot that someone sent me. This is actually Anna Beware on Instagram. If you look up Vilfil or Vilfile Beware, this is where Victor is saying the N-word.
You mean like your boyfriend? Your ex-boyfriend did?
6'4". He says the
via your account on your behalf.
Hard ER here. I don't know. That one shocked me with how much they're trying to claim I'm racist. This one, this is a very old name of theirs. Says, is neo-Nazi a political party? And then they wrote out, nice impression, great, good, excellent, radical. Which if you look at the first letters of
Thanks
each
for
word,
explaining.
it spells out the N-word.
Thanks for explaining.
So
Thanks for explaining.
saying the N-word again. My
Yep,
all-time
I gotcha.
favorite type of harassment is threats of violence. Oh, that shit gets me. I'm a fucking masochist. I want it, I crave it, I give it, give me more. I'm gonna have a good time whether you actually go through with it or just leave me to fantasize about it. I win either way. This person has complained that I've sent people to harass them, but has actually done it to me. Here's them saying, WTF, I didn't know she was on Instagram. Everyone go comment something that she'll lay awake at night and think about.
Okay, so yes, he is a dementoid as well. But this does not cleanse her of her dementoid status, but this person is also an absolute dementoid.
He's also body shaming me and saying really disgusting things.
I think it's really funny that she worked at Dairy Queen, even though she claims to have all these jobs that make her good money. All her jobs are just hobbies and all her money comes from daddy. She's a fucking whale, though. She probably just wanted free ice cream.
In the hate group. Look, guys, there's an entire account dedicated to hating on me.
There's an entire account, Dick.
So goddamn predictable. I will rip her throat out with my teeth. I want to mail her something. What size dildo do you think she uses? And then people were body shaming me, saying XXXXL, stretched out, pink hoe.
XXXXL, stretched out, pink hoe.
Nah, she's been stretched out for sure. She's a fucking whore.
Why did she increase the gain so much? Why did she blow out that line in the audio?
So that's the side of the owner of.
So anyway, they said these things about me. They said I'm a stretched out pink XXL whore. Like, why did she do that?
The Beware page against me that I'm sure no one's really seen. I hope people consider if they want to support that person or not, because I know I
don't give a
definitely
fuck.
don't. So that
I will be supporting neither of these people.
person runs the Beware page, and then I have
What's happening with the
Raccoon
audio?
Roadkill, who I consider a stalker. There's
Is it like her stomach's rumbling in that moment and the mic's picking it up?
some videos of them saying really concerning threats to me.
Pink bitch. Okay? This is for you, stupid. You can't be like, oh, happy Pride Month, Pride Month, woo. If you're not gonna respect people's pronouns, you're f***ing stupid. You're a joke. Don't even try to categorize yourself into this because you're not part of this community, alright? And you never will.
There have to be drugs involved, right?
And you've always on it, you've always purposely dead named people, you've always purposely like misgendered people, and you still do it today.
Absolutely. Speaking of toilets, I always after you have a KFC, this isn't gross. I'm just saying, the reason the toilet reminded me of KFC is because whenever I eat at KFC, I don't necessarily use the toilet, but you gotta go into the bathroom and wash your hands at the sink. You can wash your hands. Just think, I went to KFC today, dropped my girlfriend off to get her hair done, and then I went and had a cheeky KFC lunch. I got another double down. This time I had to wait 10 minutes because they didn't have any chicken. Which means I got a fresh one, hot out of the fryer. It was fucking... The double down I had before, the crispy batter was a bit soft and like condensation inside the box had softened it. This one was fresh, burn your skin off hot. Perfectly flaky, crispy outside. Oh, so fucking good. But I got a double down and I got a single piece of original recipe. The original recipe they put in a bag, and I was about to turn around and say, hey, this isn't what I ordered, because it felt like they gave me a sausage. They gave me like a drumstick that was like this big, and you know, a drumstick meant to have a thin bone end and then the fat meat end. It was perfectly uniform in width. Absolutely fucking scammed.
So I'm just letting you know you're a piece of shit. Respect people's pronouns. And stop being like, oh, I'm a good person. Look at me. Stay out of my done. Get out of here. Kirsch. Done. Stop.
Kirsch.
I could say a lot more mean things, but I'm not going to. I really want to. But leave my partner out of your stupid posts.
Okay.
I don't have a boyfriend. F you. Suck my big fat clown. I know you want to. Post this on your story. Watch you will. You're like, she goes bad. I don't care. I don't care. Cry. This is your opinion. That's why I went down the toilet.
There's also footage of me hosting a booth, and Roadkill happened to be there. He came across my booth, and even though this was on 4 blocks... Hi there!
Oops, sorry. Let me know if you have any questions.
She's looking very Elder Scrolls 4 in this shot.
Okay, now. How close? Hi there!
Are you those one YouTubers?
Yes.
Oh yeah, check it out.
This is deranged so far. Mom, she's looking at me. Mom, she's looking at me. My cinematographer. Me stalking in self-defense.
Oh, I think I just... He's in traffic right now.
Do you know how far?
I don't know.
Then 100 yards. Looking right at us.
Roadkill decided to stand in front of my booth for about 2 hours in total.
That's a bit weird if true, to be fair.
Roadkill did very concerning things. They waved...
I'm sure I must be pause Andying her, but I had...
a chainsaw at me.
What? You have a clip of that? What the fuck do you mean?
They took...
No! You can't just say that! What do you mean they waved the chainsaw?
Videos of me.
Do you have any witnesses of them waving a chainsaw around at a public event?
They took photos of me.
Wow. Literally interacting.
Okay, come on. They waved the... That's the waving the chainsaw at them. Come on.
Yep. Looking right at me, threw chainsaws up after waving at me. At this point, I was very uncomfortable. I was hoping after they had seen my booth, they would stay away.
They can see that you're filming them, so they did that.
When filming on iPhones, they show timestamps at the top. This is how I will prove how many times Chelsea and Anthony purposely come near my booth.
How many times? You stated they were in front of your booth for 2 hours. If over the course of 2 hours they were in front of your booth a few times, that's very different if they were at this event for 2 hours.
Literally standing right here dancing in front of my booth, pretending to fist fight.
Literally sitting here holding up her chainsaw. She's been...
This was my first booth. I'm documenting how I'm feeling right now. I feel terrified because she has a chainsaw and she's waving.
Shut the fuck up.
Waving it around and looking at me. I'm very, very anxious.
All she has to do is pull that cord and then split you right in half. Watch out.
I can't even focus on my booth anymore. And I'm just stressed in general.
Because our server did not show up, we Googled and found as long as it was not me serving her, but someone else could serve her. An officer in the end did serve her, not us. We decided this was our chance as we did not have her address. We calmly tried to serve her and got the papers thrown at us and her boyfriend screaming at us. Luckily, the police got involved. I'd like to show how both Chelsea and Anthony refused to take the court.
I feel like details have been missed. The only time anything about a restraining order came up before, to my memory, is when people in the convention footage where she was trying to ask them about why she was banned mentioned it. And it was barely audible.
Were violent and also lied to the police on their own behalf.
Refusing to take it.
Be there. If you have any questions, call the 311. Next up, we are going into...
Oh, look, raccoon roadkill running from us.
Served. You've been served. Jesus Christ. So am I to understand she was banned because she had a restraining order against this person? But that's me trying to fill in the gaps because it's not clear. And when did this happen in relation to the con? I don't know.
It literally is.
You never confirmed the name. You never did anything. That's not a legal handoff. You cannot serve someone.
You literally can.
No, you cannot.
Yes,
you have to confirm the name.
Yeah, we fucking can.
Literally, okay, I'm fun being arrested.
Sargon didn't like hearing that.
Literally threw it at us.
Went to the office with the police, found Chelsea and Anthony there speaking to cops already, saying we were chasing them and attacking them. You kinda were, but... Not gonna read it to us? Just put it on screen. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Well, if you lie to me, then you go to jail for that. So don't tell me nothing.
What is happening in this? Asks Evil Hero Diamond Cat. Good luck.
So yeah, they can look at it. This is only serving a paper. Nothing else gonna happen. Okay?
She let me filming me?
They been
This is actually good proof of how when Chelsea gets caught doing something, she actually takes what she did and blames me for it.
You never confirmed the name. You never did anything. That's not a legal handoff. You cannot serve
No.
someone like that.
Wow. Literally interacting.
That's not following. You had a booth. Following us to our booth? They're at an event where you have a booth. I don't know if you can...
Yep.
Technically, this guy didn't throw it, but he's fucking throwing back something you forced on him.
Be there. If you have any questions, call the 311. Next up, we are going into...
Oh,
fucking roadkill running from us.
That's not a legal handoff.
It literally is.
You never confirmed the name. You never did anything. That's not a legal handoff. You cannot serve someone like that.
You literally can.
No, you cannot.
Yes,
you
you
have to confirm
can.
the name. Yeah.
They did the opposite of staying away from me until they were around my booth for a total of 2 to 3 hours. Around my booth. They showed up on my booth around 1:30. Around 4 is when we served them, as we had the protection order with us. Okay. Okay. Thanks for telling me it's a protection order. Oh!
Recorded her as they were lying to the cops, but my question is why did she record me? I stated multiple times I did not want to be recorded, and she continued to try very hard to film me. I ended up hiding behind a wall because she was trying so
Like
hard to film
Looney
me. This made me
Tunes.
insanely
I just stood as tall and got as thin as I could. Just, you know, I stood behind a lamp post, disappeared, lined up with it. Simple as.
uncomfortable.
But look.
I want to be filmed. I want to be on her phone.
This whole time I could not focus on my booth and I was absolutely terrified. I wasn't sure what their intention was, and I feel like if they didn't have stalker tendencies, they would have moved along and went and
stalker tendencies
stayed on a different street that was not directly in front of my booth. I hope people can understand these allegations against me are made to get me canceled.
I don't really care about the intent behind it.
I've had Roadkill and others admit that they want me canceled off the internet, and their goal is
I did all this weird shit, and I'm a retard, but they only told you how retarded I am to get me cancelled, so you have to ignore it. No.
to run me off the internet.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Raccoon Roadkill. How are you? I'm alright. Do you need a moment to reorganize? I think I'll be alright. Okay, so isn't it true that you want Miss Gemini to leave the internet? Yes, why is that? Because she bothers people and harasses people. Right, so they said they wanted to leave the internet, and they said they wanted to leave because of this stuff. It doesn't... I wish this bitch would leave the internet. Yeah, because of all this shit. This Roadkill person is clearly insane and also retarded, but their reason for wanting you gone is this stuff. They clearly do genuinely care about this stuff, and it's why they want you gone. So... Whatever. Blank blank, just a bunch of dumb shit. Just a ton of dumb shit. I will not be reading it. Okay, guy at me, please don't. Blam. Pink Gem Husky. I'm coming to kill you, Gemini. Okay. Is it just this for the rest? Stinkhouse, 3 members. Trying to look like the good guy again. I can't, got blocked. Link to her Instagram.
By
okay.
Group against me. Again.
Let's go.
There's so many allegations against me because of Roadkill and Vilfil.
Is there a single allegation made that she hasn't said is at least true to some degree? She shot a flare gun to try and scare people and then lied about it. She has meetups with mixed kids and adults, which some people might find weird, especially when it's furry stuff, depending on their perspective on that. What? Okay. She said most of the racism posted from her account was actually her boyfriend using her phone.
Made a hate group against me. They've convinced people that I'm an awful person by saying lies. I don't want to continue
the one that she said wasn't true as well. They would have no reason to believe it wasn't her posting those things.
Drama, so like I said, please don't go and harass these people. You're welcome to go report the Beware accounts. Think it should be taken down.
That's what
considering
you want.
Half of this stuff is not even close to the truth.
You told us that more than half is very close to the truth, actually.
I hope to see this drama die out. I hope
you're not supposed to say that.
These two can move on with their life as well as I want to move on with mine. Whether the people that don't like me like it or not, I'm growing in the furry community and I'm growing online, and that
and I'm growing physically.
It's not gonna stop. There's nothing that you guys can say or do. You guys doxed my address and I'm still here. There's nothing that's gonna push me away. I love fursuiting. I love the furry fandom. I love the audience I'm reaching. I love that I'm giving people confidence.
You told us the audience you're reaching is kids, by the way, earlier. Oh, this isn't her main channel. How big is her main channel? It's gonna be like 100 million viewers, right? Oh God, how? Okay, take a guess. Don't look. Don't cheat. How popular do you think her main channel is in terms of subscribers? And or guess how many views? I was expecting to click this and her to be like a 2 million sub channel. It's 5.6k subs. So I guess she's abandoned. So this is her secondary, and then this is her new main channel. Okay.
I love that people are laughing at my videos. I love that I'm making.
She got cancelled. She had millions. What do you mean?
It a
millions left.
Positive impact. I love your mask. Oh my gosh! Hi! Hold on.
I love you. I watch you on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Can I get a picture with you?
Absolutely,
Thank you.
yeah. You want a sticker?
I've been following you for like 2 or some years. I'm such a big fan. Yes, please.
I would not post videos of children, personally.
Oh my God, my heart's racing.
Or I'd at least blur them.
Yeah. Hi there.
Yo, it's just like those Feed the Starving Children ads. She's so good. Look, she's even handing her a cracker to eat. This music's ominous.
I follow you.
To the people that.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.
To the people that support me, thank you. To the people that have stayed true to me and stayed on my side through all of this craziness.
Stayed true to me and stayed on my side. You don't have to pick either side.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I've seen some really dark days with some of this. It's not something that's been easy to go through. I really hope people can see that I'm trying, I'm reflecting on my actions and decisions I have made. I'm really trying to just focus on myself.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I hope people can see that I'm trying to change for the better, and
Not really.
that I'm actively
Not really.
learning from mistakes that
You've just shown us a massive string of fuck-ups from which you, over that time period, learned nothing, and I have no reason to believe you will ever change. That's my...
I've made, so I don't make them again. Thank you for learning about me and hearing my side of the story, and if you continue to go on my journey with me, thank you for supporting me.
Ah, it's coming right at me! Get back! Stay back! Alright, ladies and gents, that's all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the furry. That's the treat I had. Coming back to YouTube. That's the treat night. There's your special little morsel. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because I'm going to be at the hospital all through this sort of chunk of the day. I'm not super sick or anything. I just have an appointment at the respiratory clinic regarding asthma. Don't worry, I'm not like dying or anything. I just have to go see him, and it's there. It's at that time, unfortunately. And I had to wait months for this appointment, so I'm going to it. 100%. Anyway, thank you very much for your viewership, companionship. Thank you, Chris, for the raid. And I will see you on Monday, assuming the hospital doesn't call me and cancel or something. In which case, I will show up tomorrow. Until next time, good night, sleep tight. Don't let the furries bite.